So
No, if I want to go to heaven, shit.
I knew Jesus was black.
Yeah.
I knew it.
well, welcome to Conscious
Oh,
Research.
shit.
Oh, here we are.
There is no Jones today.
We miss you.
Is
We miss
missed.
you.
He's slaving at work right now. Crazy.
It's okay. Better
But-
things are to come.
But yeah. So there will be no science this week
No science.
because we're not good at that.
Not at all.
Facts.
Not even a little bit.
But I do have a lot of stuff on this list, and I guess I'm gonna start with something like Sony versus Disney. How y'all feel about that? Basically,
Oh shit.
Sony
Oh,
took
you
Spider-Man back from Disney.
Yeah.
Sony took Spider-Man back from Disney.
So he can
Okay.
no longer be a part of the MCU universe
Yeah. So like how you
So they can't make movies no more
with Spider-Man. Now.
with Spider-Man.
and he was really getting somewhere when this nigga was in what was that, Civil War?
Yeah, he was being set up to be the main character.
Yeah, that's
follow.
what somebody said. Like, wait a
Yeah.
minute, after Iron Man died, okay, ain't Spider-Man supposed to go back to being the main nigga for Marvel?
Yeah.
No, he can't.
Nope. No. Because the original deal that Disney and Sony had was they get the first 5% of all the initial sales from the movie, and they get
100%
Exclusive
of the
merchandise.
merchandise.
What they wanted was a 50-50 deal.
That's a huge jump. Like,
Well,
why would y'all?
They probably would have said yes to the 50-50 if they didn't also want to keep
The
the
merch.
exclusive rights to the merchandising.
That's
and
a huge
also
jump.
get the first 5%.
Yeah.
sale.
Oh.
That's a
You know,
huge
they
jump. Y'all
want
trying to
keep
be
the
greedy.
old deal and then also add on 50%.
Y'all trying to be greedy.
Yeah, no, super greedy. So
Well, that's Disney for you. They always
That's
monopolize
wild.
on those.
But they can't even buy this nigga back though. Like y'all sold this nigga for $7 million in like 1988.
and Sony
And
is
now
not
this
giving
nigga
him back at
It's
all.
worth so much more.
Sony is like, nah, fuck y'all.
Spider-Man is just not catching a break with anything. Like, this nigga's like the pinnacle of
But
everything
dude
that it's built
plays
off of.
Spider-Man
Mhm.
is signed on for 2 more films with Sony.
With Sony?
Yeah. Well, Sony and Marvel were doing the films together, but he's contracted to Sony, so we don't know what's gonna happen.
That's wild. And
Yeah.
to think,
Sony might try and do their own little Spider-Man universe because Venom did pretty well. It was critically acclaimed and it did really well. in
and
the
they
box
own
office.
Venom too.
Yeah, and I think they
They own all the villains in Spider-Man
And the
too.
villains because they did Doc Ock. Yeah, so
That's fucked up, yo.
I'm not too. I agree with Sony, which is crazy because I own Disney stock. So if Disney got
Then your
Spider-Man,
shit, yeah.
that would be much better for me.
Mhm.
But you niggas is being greedy.
That's greedy as
They
fuck.
just want a monopoly, yeah.
Because how much they made like what was it? I can't remember if it was $1.3 billion in merchandise
Ooh.
or 13 billion. It was one of the two, but that's a
Mhm.
lot. A billion is a hell of a lot of fucking money, nigga.
No matter where you put that decimal
Just
at.
merchandise.
Yeah.
So regardless of
y'all
if
are
a movie come out,
getting
y'all still
paid.
getting bread off the merchandise. Like,
Right.
bruh.
Yeah, so it wasn't like they wasn't making money. So like I'm just like y'all niggas are being super extra for no reason. So yeah.
I ain't watch none of that shit anyway, though. I'm not gonna lie. But
I watched Homecoming.
I didn't watch. Well, I didn't watch. I
How
watched
was
like
that?
the original Spider-Man movies, and then the one with the new dude that they made 2 movies with.
Yeah, I
watched the first one.
I liked his Spider-Man. I know a lot of
I
people
liked
probably
his.
don't, but I
Yeah,
liked
I
his
liked his.
Spider-Man. Because I like what they did with this new one in Homecoming. They made
Mhm.
him like super 15-year-old. Like,
Yeah.
and then that's the part I didn't like is that he had like awkward 15-year-old problems. And I feel like, I don't know if I've seen that too much in the comics because my brother was super into Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it was just kind of annoying because he would just be like awkward, like a 15-year-old boy. And I'm just like, that is not what I want to
Not
see
the
in my
Spider-Man.
superhero. Yeah.
no, I feel you,
And then
though.
when he put on the suit, he was that nigga. But I think that's the point. But that's what kind of turned me off was that whole 15-year-old part. So Homecoming was a good movie. I think I might want to go see the new one. I don't know what it's called.
I'm alright. I'm a
But
bootleg it.
like I said, I like the Andrew Garfield ones. I didn't really, when I was younger, that shit is pretty cool. But now the first 3 that came out, now that I go back and watch them, like I see how cartoony it was.
Yeah.
Because that nigga Sam Raimi is like, he a type of director that's like, I think he did Night of the Living Dead, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like I'm wrong about that. But like the way he direct movies is very, I'm going to say literal for lack of a better word. And he literally was just like took Spider-Man and just made
Out
a
the
movie
comic
about
book
it. It wasn't
and
no
just-
really creativity. He was like, no, I
Yeah.
just want to see Spider-Man as a comic. And that's
Right,
what
right,
turns
like
me
live
off about
action.
it. Yeah.
Got you.
So,
Yeah, I now that I'm grown as fuck, I would never go back and watch those movies.
yeah,
the
like
first
it's,
3.
yeah, like
'Cause,
it's trivial, it's
yeah.
childish, kind of, sort of. Like when this nigga, like you could just tell, like it's straight from the comic books. Like he was just like, no, we're doing this.
It really was though.
like this.
Like, yeah,
Sam,
Spider-Man's
listen.
gonna fight in the cage.
Yeah.
Oh no, Uncle died.
Yeah.
Whatever that nigga name. I forget his
Don't
name.
forget Uncle Ben. How could you
Yeah, there
forget?
go.
I
almost
gotta
called
hear this
nigga
nigga's
Uncle
story
Sam, bruh.
every time they
Uncle
start over.
Sam.
Almost called this nigga Uncle
Mad that
Sam.
you almost called this
And
nigga-
wait, but the second name that popped in my head was Charles.
Uncle
I don't know
Charles.
why.
Damn, Uncle Charles, you got
But
shot.
yeah. Uncle
Died
Ben,
in this
though.
nigga's
We
arms.
about to see this nigga get shot again.
They might be make
Charles.
Uncle Charles. They
Yeah,
might not be
I
able
was
to be
saying
Uncle Ben no more. It might be Uncle Charles.
No, it's gonna be
Shit,
Uncle Ben
bruh.
because it's still Sony.
Uncle Ben.
Sony gonna have Uncle Ben right there, sitting up front proper.
The man, they
You
better
know
have
that'd
this
be crazy
nigga die in the first 5
if they
minutes so
have
they
to
can move on with the
reboot this
story.
whole shit again.
I feel
I
like
can't
they
see
will.
Uncle Ben
What
die
are they-
again.
What are they
I'll
gonna do
die
with-
myself.
What is Marvel gonna do about their story after they just made Spider-Man the lead nigga?
No
Right.
one knows. No one knows. Because
Yeah, it's time for somebody else
what's
to step
coming
up.
out right now? Doctor Strange.
I can't wait for Doctor Strange. That's
Blade.
actually one of my favorite. Oh, I
Ooh,
can't wait for Blade.
I can't wait for
I
Blade.
can't wait for Blade.
I haven't been
Oh,
watching
man.
any like Marvel movies lately.
Yeah, me neither.
Like have not kept up with any of the Avengers.
I don't know
anything.
what's going on.
Yeah.
Really?
And my friend trying to
No.
like pretend like she a
If
purist.
something
Like,
is popular, I don't want to see it. I don't want to. Like that fucking Popeye sandwich. Fuck y'all. Shit, fuck
I was about to
y'all.
ask you if you had it.
Hell no. I don't want that shit. Every day I drive home, that motherfucking Popeye's line take up the whole goddamn right side of the street. And I gotta get in the
aggravated
left lane.
motherfucker.
I'm pissed off. Shit. Y'all niggas taking up traffic and shit coming from downtown. No, I don't want that damn Popeye sandwich. It's full of goddamn, I don't know, crack.
Somebody
Got
said,
these
it's not
niggas
that
running
many
to the-
goddamn chickens in the world,
Literally.
Popeyes. You can't fool me.
Loki's
Yo.
going to be a movie, not a movie, a TV show. I believe The Eternals is a TV show, and WandaVision, I think, is a TV show. Thor: Love and Thunder is, I think, the one where the woman becomes Thor, and so you'll get rid of Christian Bale. I think that's his name.
Who?
I don't know what his name is.
They
That's
getting rid of somebody?
the male Thor.
That's there now?
Yeah.
Okay, his
He's
name isn't
gonna
Christian
probably
Bale. That
do-
scared me.
He's gonna go with Guardians of the Galaxy and be Thor with them.
Oh, okay.
Is that I don't have any questions.
Black Widow.
I was
think,
gonna
is
ask
gonna
something,
be
but
a
I'm just
movie.
like, you know.
I love that. Is that
Hawkeye's
No,
gonna
no
be a
question.
TV show.
Because
But
I
this-
was about to.
This
I was
is
about to
what's
go
gonna
into like
happen
a
in the
whole
next 5
different
years.
tangent, but I'm not.
And none
gonna
of
do
this
it.
seems really interesting because this is
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because I'm
Not
like,
at all.
was that a part
I'm
of the
like,
series?
So now that you know that this is what's coming in the next 5 years, and you know that Spider-Man is not coming, how excited are you for the Marvel?
I'm not
just-
really
I just
now.
wanna see
Even when
Blade.
Avengers and stuff came out, I'm just like, all right.
I just want, yeah, that's the see. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm more excited
Like,
for
I had
John Wick.
no-
That's my shit. Like, it's
Yeah.
different
Oh,
things.
they're coming out with Matrix 4 too.
I don't. Why?
I will watch it.
I'm going to watch it.
Oh, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah,
why?
but I don't know why.
But
Did
I will,
they
I
end
will
it?
watch
The
the
question
first
is,
Matrix.
why?
Like
That's my shit.
every
I
day.
love the Matrix.
Like for a while, I just had that shit playing as background.
when in
background noise.
1999, I was 8 years old. I was
Yo,
captivated.
Yo, I've been watching like some videos on Matrix. Just like that shit just be coming up because I watch like a lot of like movie shit.
Damn, listen to
And,
this
like the
theory.
little theories and shit. Yo.
The theory that they said no, they still in the Matrix. They just in a different
Yeah,
form in the
yeah,
Matrix. That
yeah.
fucks with me.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah. Like it's already happened 6 times. Like just in another one.
Yeah, like no, you'll
Yeah,
just
so
you'll
it's
be
okay.
assimilated.
You'll be back.
The architect nigga
Like,
really looked at
yo.
this nigga like, you really think you the shit, huh?
Yeah.
He was
Yeah, okay.
Denzel. Oh,
Okay.
you
There's been
motherfuckers.
6 of you motherfuckers. Okay. You
Nigga,
think
what
you're
you
the
think?
one? Nigga, okay.
That
You're
shit.
sixth. Thank you very much, nigga. Don't even know how you got here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I
don't know. We'll
Sony.
just have to see what happens because
Yeah, that
I
shit is
want
wild.
to see who they're gonna have as the lead
Yeah,
character.
that's what I'm interested in. I'm just more. I don't really care about the MCU. Like, I have a couple of friends that are really, really into it.
Yeah.
I'm not that into it, but I'm just interested to see. Like,
Yeah, Disney should be ashamed of themselves
they
though
gonna
for
do
they trying to strong arm Sony. That's wild. Nigga, give me 50% of your profit.
No.
You know what? I'm taking my Spider-Man back.
I don't want to play with you no more. You're not my friend no more, Disney.
Hey.
that
Shit.
is
Sony.
exactly what happened.
Can
No,
Sony
I'm not
come
coming outside.
outside?
No. You're not my friend. You hurt me.
Hurt my feelings. I thought we were friends.
Patrick has a funny skit on his channel about it.
Yo, he grabbed in the bottle.
Yeah.
He's like, they go, yeah, he here.
Cause Disney,
He said, we should just buy the concept of movies all together.
I
The
feel like that is how
concept of
Disney
movies,
is.
yes.
Disney
Fuck
like,
it, why
we
not?
just
It's
gonna
so
buy
good to have a
the
lot of
idea
money.
I don't know what life would be without money.
I'm just gonna take this. This nigga takes. What did he take? Fantastic Four,
Star Wars, X-Men,
damn X-Men, yeah.
and then went for the fucking Spider-Man.
This nigga, he was sitting there so pathetic.
Yeah.
He was sitting, and then he looks up, pushes his glasses up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he here. And at the end, this nigga took his shit. That was a funny one.
Yeah, no, he was so upset. Disney was. Cause I feel like that's definitely how Disney was when
Yeah.
Sony was like, "Nah, we're just gonna go home."
Excuse
What
me.
do you mean you gonna leave? You
Remember
should
last
have.
week we was talking about the.
Nigga, I am Disney.
Yeah, remember last week we was
Disney.
talking about the rejection for women? Like, did you just
Oh,
say
yeah.
no to me?
Me?
Yeah,
Me?
that's Disney. Disney got
You must be gay.
Why is that a woman's first thing? Like, I don't wanna be
Because
gay.
she tried.
That
Her
nigga gay.
ego's
You don't want
wounded,
me?
so now someone
You
has
gay.
to. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, someone else's ego has to be
No.
destroyed besides mine.
Hey, yo, man. Well, fuck you then, bitch. You ugly anyway. That's the equivalent to that.
My name ain't Ayo Ma. What the
Hey,
fuck?
yo, man.
Ayo Ma.
Hey, yo, man.
Hey, you got a man?
Shit, what's
You
up, you
across
got a
the
man?
street.
I got a boyfriend.
You ain't have friends?
I swear to God. I was about to say it.
No,
No, nigga. No.
I can't.
What kind of nigga
I
you
laugh
is?
at every nigga that say that, and then I turn back around.
The one
The
that
fuck?
don't want me talking to niggas like you. That's the type.
Exactly.
You ain't come up. It's 2019. You ain't come up with nothing new.
But in 2019, Missy Elliott did win the Video Vanguard Award. and
Did she?
performed
I didn't know that.
At the VMAs.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, bro.
Off that new video?
No, for her.
Oh, I'm about
Just
to
being
say, yo,
Missy.
Yo, I was about to be like, that shit just came out. Yo, that was like a fucking.
I think
but
the
got
Vanguard
you.
is like a lifetime achievement award, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
She been should have got it.
Yeah, and I agree.
Yeah,
she,
niggas is
she,
late.
she always had like some. She's creative as fuck.
Yeah.
She always has some.
You ever
creative
remember the
ass
first
videos.
time y'all seen the rain? I was like, I had to be like 7, 6 years old and being
On
like,
the trash bag?
remember the box? Nigga, I seen that shit on the box. Remember? Oh,
I don't remember the box.
damn. If you didn't have cable, we had 3, 5,
Oh no.
8,
I had-
19, 23,
See,
25,
that's
and
on
32 is the box. It's like MTV, but for niggas that didn't have cable.
Oh no, I wasn't hit. I was a young nigga that was
You
looking
could
at.
call in to request the videos for real. Like you
Oh,
could
that's
call
dope
1-800
as fuck,
blah
though.
blah blah. Me and my
I
older
would have
brother,
did that shit though. I would have been
we
on
had
that.
the TV in the kitchen. The TV's like this big, like 5 inches,
Uh,
and we would sit there eating our cereal, turn on the box, and he was
I
like
would've
what,
definitely been on that.
18. No wait, it was something like that.
What was that shit that used to come on BT Uncut? That's why I used to be watching.
Man,
No one I should have been
Nigga.
watching that shit.
I
The
got
few times,
cable.
the few times when it came on, when I was like what 14 or some shit.
Late,
I had like bullshit.
wake up in the
Over
middle
with.
of the night.
I had
Yeah.
basic cable when I was like kindergarten and all that. But 3rd grade, that's when we got cable like HBO and shit like
Uh-huh.
that. I found Citibank at night.
Yo, hey, I did too.
Man,
Yeah.
I did too.
I was so
I
mad
found
when
that
they
shit.
canceled fucking BT Uncut.
I
Tip
found
drill,
that
dog.
shit at a young age. I
Tip
should
drill
not
was
have
so
been looking.
amazing.
But you had to put
Tip
Cartoon
drill, and
Network
that shit
on
came on
last.
every night. It was
Yeah.
like the last video every night. I said it must be ass.
Cause
'Cause
they
that
was
ain't your
naked,
face.
pussy was out. It was
Yes. Niggas
Wild.
swiping credit cards and asses.
it
like,
was so I was like,
yo, this is the life.
I'm trying to live
I
this.
think I like women.
Me too.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
I love these.
What? Yo.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's some wild shit.
We had something on. This was after we had got cable. We didn't have cable for years, and then we got cable. Then I was like on the couch all the time, just watching cable for no particular reason. But on what's the Oprah's channel called? Oh, Oxygen.
Yeah.
So like it's
Yeah.
similar to like you having Cinemax and Uncut, but it was called Taboo, and it was just like these random. It was like Cinemax stories on regular ass cable.
Really?
Nigga, I was so enthralled, like, oh my pussy is tingling. What is this going on? Oh my
So did they have
God.
sex?
It was like simulate. It was like softcore porn on Cinemax, but
So
it
you
was
saw
just.
titties?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Oh.
They had titties on Cinemax.
Yeah.
I used to be watching that
They
shit.
was buddy on Cinemax. Except
Yeah, I
for-
don't think you can have
you
titties on.
never-
Oh,
Yeah, you
They
can never
had
see
titties.
dick.
Yeah, no, you can never see dick.
Which
But
is
I didn't
stupid.
care.
Me neither.
I mean,
'cause
I know you
wasn't
didn't
trying to
care,
see
but I
dick
didn't
either.
give a fuck because
I was so
looking at the
happy.
titties,
I
though.
was like,
and
I'm
then
trying
I
to
was
see.
like into the fact that they was fucking and it was like on regular TV. Like,
Yeah, it was great. Like, and they
Nah.
had.
I'm not supposed to watch.
I feel
this.
like
but here we are.
Cinemax is the
Put
reason
Cartoon
why
Network
I
on
want
last,
all
y'all.
my
Hit the
porn to have
button.
a
so we can
storyline.
switch faster.
And
And I want it to be like, but I don't want it to be produced. I want it to be the most natural looking porn, but I
That
need
shit
to have a
dig is to
storyline.
have,
I
like,
need y'all to
hella-
be talking.
like hell of a story.
I
though.
need, like, if the title say she cheating on her nigga, I need y'all to be talking about it. Her to be like, fuck her nigga. Like, I need a full, like, atmosphere for you to build it for me. And I blame Cinemax before that. Because they used to have, like, the wildest stories. It was some
Cinemax
good shit.
porn.
Like, one was, like, Passion Hideaway, Passion Code.
Oh, that was his favorite. He remembered the name.
That's what I'm like. I don't remember.
Passion
none of them.
Hideaway.
Like, I knew, I
Passion
knew when I
Code
saw
was
it in
my
the
shit.
guide.
Yeah, I
like,
see.
oh,
Because
that's
it
what
was
is.
like
Passion
this one
Code.
house that this doctor used to send her patients to. And, like, her, like, thing was, like, you should be getting dicked out here. Basically.
Oh.
And so she was
And Tony was there like, yeah, you should.
I don't
That's
remember
like-
like none of the
this is
stories, but I
lit.
remember them having hella stories and shit though. I do remember that.
I love a good story. Like, I think that's also why I'm a writer. So
Look, obviously.
yeah, a good story makes me happy. So yeah.
I know. I just remember like I was watching porn at a super young age because when we first moved into our house, they had porn like hidden in the walls and shit, and they had like Hustlers in the attic. Like, I'm telling you, these white people was funny as fuck. So like when I discovered it, I was like, what the fuck is going on? It was 1980s. That yeah, yeah, those niggas had a red car.
Turn this shit off.
The one I remember seeing is like they had a cabin. Like she ended up spraying her titty milk on this nigga. I was like, what the fuck? But to this point, I never was turned on by that shit.
You talk about titty milk reminds me of Real Sex on HBO.
Real
Oh.
Sex. I used to watch Real Sex too.
Real Sex was really just about
I
real
used to watch
sex,
Real
like
Sex.
going to different countries and just showing like how other people and different nationalities and cultures and different identity groups express
Just embrace
sexuality.
sex. Yep.
And they did it in like a really artistic way. But then these white people had to go to jail because they ate a placenta.
That's
And
illegal?
it's cannibalism.
In,
Oh, in that
other
Pacific country?
In Europe.
Oh,
no,
okay.
Cannibalism is illegal in most countries.
No,
But I
but the
thought you could
placenta
save
is
your
considered
Yeah.
cannibalism
Yeah, I mean,
in most countries.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No, like Kim Kardashian ate her
here's
placenta
people-
on TV. That's why I'm confused.
Oh well, it might have changed, but this was back in the day.
Yeah,
This
Yeah,
was,
that's
like,
crazy.
in the
It's
90s.
good for you
This
though.
was like in the 90s, like 99.
can't be having
like
placenta
2000.
salads.
They probably
Now
weren't
niggas
fucking-
have placenta salads.
Yeah, they
You
probably
ate your
weren't fucking with it.
placenta?
But
Did
yeah,
you eat
nah,
your placenta today?
It
They
came.
made
It came out of me.
placenta pate, and her and all these other people ate it.
Oh, okay. And they went
They
to jail for it?
that shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they got in trouble. It was
That's
some
wild.
Like
in
a
Europe,
fine
though.
or some shit. Or
Yeah,
no.
I didn't keep up when I was young.
You just know.
Yeah, they were like.
In your mind, placenta eating equals bad.
I was like, oh. Well, for me, I wasn't trying to eat no placenta anyway. I was like,
so it just
I don't know.
solidified that,
That
all right,
never
I'm not
thought
about
of-
to do this shit
that
for
never
real.
crossed
If
my
I
mind
had
as
a
like an
child, I would
idea.
eat mine.
Yeah.
I would put it in a
mean,
blender.
When I had my baby, I wasn't on that level of wokeness.
I
Like,
would.
I never
I
didn't
thought
know nothing.
about a placenta until I watched that. So that's probably why I never
Looking like,
thought
what
about.
the fuck is that
yeah.
jellyfish?
She was like, they was like, yeah, we're gonna cook it up. and then like they minced it and turned
Yeah,
it into
that's
this
how I'm like,
little
I would
like
just put it in the blender.
That's
little,
extra
like-
funny because this nigga's a picky eater. Like,
yeah. I was like,
he
what
would
the
have
fuck
sniffed
is
it first. Like,
Because
the
it's
fuck?
like,
Yeah, it's like they turned it into like a meat dip, and then they spread it over crackers.
and they
They
use it with
sprayed it
Fritos.
Yeah, they called it a pate, placenta pate, and they ate it with crackers. And I was just like, what is
Why
happening?
is it so funny?
That
Why
shit
did
was
them niggas
so-
put it and
so
put a parsley on
crazy to
top?
me.
Nachos.
Damn, Margaret, this placenta right here. Oh my
Can you make
god.
some more?
No, nigga.
Fuck me again. Make some in 9 months.
This is damn sure not an everyday thing, Jim. That's funny
You know, that
as
shit
fuck.
was crazy.
You're
Fact that they were
solidified.
It was like,
You just not even
and it was
listen.
like older European people because like the place that they were at, like their outfits and shit was like that old school. You know
Like
how they
that.
wear those little hats that European people over there wear. Yeah, it was just. I was like, y'all niggas is wild, but I'm still gonna keep watching this show.
It's
Cause
funny that you
I
said that.
remember that show, but I only watched it a couple times.
man, I used to try and
But I
kiss
do
it all the
remember it
time.
though.
The nigga in front of us in Giant Eagle today looked like he a damn sure eat a placenta. I don't know if you seen that nigga. He just looked so. I have to masturbate at 7:30 and go to sleep at 7:45. He just. I know he didn't see him, but I was like, the way he was like folded up his money, like, nigga, what the fuck? I know Tony was paying attention to that shit,
I was not-
but I was dying laughing in my head because I wanted to laugh at him. He's like, folded up his money. He's this fucking big, and he was like this tall. It's like, yeah, I like to jerk
I
off
be-
with my left hand.
That's funny because I be like making up shit about people. In my
I make
head
stories up
sometimes.
about
I-
everybody.
normally do make up stuff. I just was not paying any attention.
Yeah, I don't know what you was doing.
Candy bars.
But I was looking at that nigga like,
Especially like if I see
ugh.
somebody walking down the street, then I really got time to like come up with some shit like.
yeah, he had like
yeah.
the way he looked like he like covered nigga bitch's mouth before they fuck. Don't say anything.
Don't say shit.
Don't you fucking
Don't you
breathe.
say it.
And he cry. My nigga.
Okay,
Why
well,
doesn't anyone
I'm
love
gonna go
me?
to
Moving on. Moving
yeah,
on.
I'm just gonna move to.
That's what happens when you have one nigga and two females. Sorry. Come back, Marcus.
I miss you.
Do you think that it's a good thing that we are able to like opt out of certain conversations now?
What do you mean opt out of certain
Do you
conversations?
think we're able to opt out of them?
Do you think it's a good thing that we can't like, with the way that technology has created like a mass amount of like openness and communication, and like how you get information before, you only had like maybe 3 channels. You might have 2 newspapers and maybe a couple of radio stations.
Mm-hmm.
So realistically, they all probably talking about the same things. You only have like so many conversations that you can have
Mm-hmm.
with everybody around you. Now people are just like opting out of certain conversations to only like consume the specific things that they want. Do you think that's a good thing or
no.
I don't think it's a good thing because then you just miss out on everything from like one topic. Like you just have no idea. Like me, I like to look at like music and games and other shit. I'll be like, oh, that happened? When?
yeah, that shit's crazy.
But that's what's happening with the narrative, like especially with Google blacklisting. And I was just watching PragerU videos about how they had to go to court to like, they're basically filtering out 28 million views per fucking day of them just Google just saying like, no, just because we don't agree with you, we
What?
can't
I
have
don't
yeah.
have an issue with
And
Hey,
it.
did y'all know-
they're
don't
more
think that's good, though.
conservative,
I
but
don't think that's good though. Did y'all?
I was just like, damn, what the fuck? That's creepy.
Facebook is
Why
about
do you
to
think
start
it's creepy?
hiding people who they feel post too much.
Because like, what's to say like, all right, after you preserve the conservatism point of view, what's the next point of view that you
Right.
say you don't like?
Right.
That's where it start
I
at with
guess
shit like
I
that.
feel like make your own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Make your own Google.
Make your own YouTube.
That's
You
what I.
can make it on YouTube, but you still not getting much as attention. That's
That's
super
your
hard.
problem. But so do you want the attention or do you want the freedom?
Mm-hmm.
Now, those are 2 completely different conversations. Because you mad because we have all this attention and we're
Mhm.
telling you no. That's not about freedom. You can go do and say what you want where you want to.
Right, but we also YouTube keeps saying that they're not doing it, and they have a lot of evidence showing that they are. That's the issue. They keep saying we're not filtering your videos, but when they go to court and they're showing like, no, you are. This is not
I don't
against your rights or anything like
understand Why
that.
they would do that though?
because they trying to like control the narrative.
'Cause
That's what's scary
YouTube
about it.
Is a liberal company,
Yeah.
and this company that wants to be able to say what they want to say is a conservative company,
Mhm.
and so YouTube is like, nah, fuck that.
Hmm.
And I guess I look at it like I wouldn't let somebody come on here and just spout off their opinions that we didn't agree
That
with.
we
and-
okay.
and we
That
were
I
completely-
can
so I'd be like, nah,
see that point
you
of
gotta
view.
get out of here.
Like somebody just came on here like, yeah,
Like you can't use our platform. To
I want to,
especially that
you know, some off the wall
yeah, I'm on
left
some
type shit.
fuck women. They need to be subservient. Some like just crazy. Like nah, you gotta go. You can't use my
Do
platform.
that shit
for
on
that.
your platform.
Yeah, and create your own. Like I don't care
I
about
can see what
the
you're
fact that you want my
saying.
attention or what I've built up over here. You go somewhere with your shit that you want to say.
That's cool, but they keep saying like YouTube keep saying like we're not doing it, but when they clearly are.
I mean,
That's the whole issue with them.
I would lie too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Shit,
because
I
I'm not trying
wouldn't.
to have this conversation with you.
But now you're forced to have it because now you're going to court.
But then it's like they keep talking about free speech and all this other shit,
It looks
and
like
it's
they're
like
not losing because they keep just trying to take it to different courts and sue YouTube. Because they took it to the Supreme Court
Mhm.
and then they had to take it to California. So niggas is just like,
I
well,
don't give a fuck.
But
It's
that's
their
still
platform.
shitty. It's just like I feel like it's still shitty because, like you said, now we just controlling the narrative, and that's just something I'm just not 100% with. I don't care what you're. It's really I'm not a left leaning person. I'm not a right leaning person. They both have great points on each and the other side. But if they was to do that to them, if the narrative was controlled from a conservative standpoint and liberals was being muted or whatever, however they feel, the shit would be shitty and it wouldn't be fucking fair. And that's how you grow
I don't
with
think that
different
is
opinions.
fair.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that a lot of shit in life is fair. So, I mean,
Not so
it's
much
not
fair,
that
but they
Fox
keep
demonizes
liberalism-
black people in every mass shooting, or not even mass shooting, in every police shooting. We're always some type of criminal or what was his background? What the fuck does my
Right.
background matter if I got
If I
stopped
got-
because he said my back tail light was
Yeah.
busted? I gave him all my right information and he shot me. Did my background really matter? So that's just not fair. So I mean, we don't live in a fair world. So I just feel like it's you niggas now complaining about shit when you have a little less control than you're used to.
I'll say this. They all owned by one company. So do I really
Who?
I'm gonna say news outlets, Fox, CNN, whatever. They all owned
Oh,
by like
yeah.
it's all the general. It's the game to keep you fucking trying to pick a side. Like, are you
I'm not
conservative or are
saying-
you liberal?
Anything about conservative or liberal, I was speaking more to fair. I don't care about conservative.
I
Liberal,
was
the
getting
left
to
or
a
the
point,
right.
though.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that I was.
So like what you always saying, like, all right, so every time a black person is on TV and they're getting slaughtered, like, oh, this black teen was 16 years old, and like all the things that you said, like how they try to demonize a young man for whatever he did. That's to keep your mind under a certain point of view that is to create the argument. What would you have if no one said that black people wasn't dangerous and to keep you angry that someone is saying that black people are dangerous? They're creating an argument for you to be like, this ain't right. I'm on this side and this da da da. Or you on the other side like, what was he doing? Why was he wearing a hoodie? They don't really care about you. They want you to pick a side so you're not independent thought at all. Like, I
get
get
what you're saying.
conservatism and I understand like some of those principles that you do need. And liberalism is definitely a more feminine thing where it's wrapped up in your feelings, but we need both of those. If you can't get someone to be in the middle and be like, we need both of these feminine thoughts, where can we meet in the middle? It creates the argument like, they killing us in the streets, y'all. They killing us in the streets. Okay, to be honest with you, they kill white people too. Like, I'm not about to be sitting up here arguing with you about how we portrayed in the media or any of that shit. I'm not on either one of those sides. So if you plan to pick a side and they're doing this to black people or they doing this to white people or they doing this to conservatives, they doing this to liberals, you fucking lost because they just trying to distract you from both of them shits is right. So that's why I'd be like, oh, all right. You know what I'm saying? I do see the shit and I don't think it's right and I think it's fair. Not at all. Like you said, we don't live in a fair world. But for you to be emotional about it is where they get you, is where they trip you up. It's for you to care and be like, oh my God, they're killing us in the streets. Well, I mean, they kill people die every day. You just don't hear about it. Like I said, they're trying to get black people to stay focused on one thing, trying to get you to be like, all right, white and black people are somehow different or inherently different and all this shit. But it's like, really, at the end of the day, they owned by the same corporation. They just want views, and they want you to keep you in one certain mindset. And that's how I feel about it.
I mean, I don't disagree with that. I just also don't think that you have to allow somebody else's views on your platform. And I guess that's what it is. It's like, I don't care what it's about. Like, it could be a conservative. Like, YouTube could only be letting things from their right on their platform. And I would be completely fine with that because you know what? They own it. It's they shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get the point of wasn't complaining about Fox. I'm just saying they have their own platforms that are basically doing the same thing that YouTube is doing. It's just y'all are upset because this platform has more power than your TV does now. And the shit that y'all own is now less effective than the shit that the left owns. And so y'all want to bitch about it.
That's what you're saying.
I don't want to hear y'all bitch and shut up. Cause I don't care one way or the other. Y'all were up, now y'all down. In terms of like what y'all own. TV is not as valuable as all the tech companies. Most tech companies are left-leaning, more liberal. So that's y'all L. But I also don't give a fuck about that. That don't really got no bearing on my life. I just want y'all to shut up about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to have to see an ad about Kroger on my YouTube complaining about YouTube won't let us play these videos. Nigga, I don't care. They let you play the ad though, my nigga. Look what they allowed you to do. But you're still bitching. Because where I saw you guys complaining about YouTube not playing y'all shit is on fucking YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you got 6 in one hand and half a dozen in the other, and you arguing about which one is more.
Right. You see what I mean, though? There's no energy to give to either one of those sides. Yeah.
But so it's just like, y'all got to shut up about it. That's why I don't care about Kroger. It's like, y'all got to shut up. Because y'all niggas do the same thing. Y'all just want to bitch about it because it's happening to you now, and y'all not used to it. That's all right. Just take this like they took that, and life will continue. And then y'all let me up again, and then y'all gonna give them some bullshit, and I'm gonna tell them niggas to shut up too, because when they was up, they was doing y'all dirty. So until we want to come to the table and do each other right, shut up about being done dirty, because we both do it. So I don't see no reason why they complain about it. I guess that's my thing.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I think it's dangerous to opt out of conversations because you miss out on information. So I don't like that. But I think that even if, like, you have to be aware of things. Like,
for sure.
Be aware that YouTube is a left-leaning company. Be aware that most technology companies are left-leaning. And once you're aware of that, then you can start to curate where you go get the other information from the other side that you want to go get. But if you're not willing to be aware of shit, that's your fault. I don't know what to tell you. You want to be ignorant. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Again, stop complaining. I guess my thing is I don't want people to complain. Like, niggas whine entirely too much about what's going on. Like, niggas whine about Trump. I think everything that Trump pretty much does is fucked up and probably shouldn't be happening.
Mm-hmm.
But I also don't have the energy to watch that nigga every single day and be like, man, y'all see what this nigga Trump did today? That's not gonna get me nowhere.
Nowhere fast. That's why I don't understand niggas on Twitter. It's like, your job is to sit here and watch what this nigga tweet all day. Is it exhausting?
Yeah.
When I was in that Black Power shit on Instagram for like 3 months, nigga, I woke up angry with tension headaches every day. And I think I was talking to Tony during that time. He was like, that sucks. And I'm like, nigga, it did. I'm just like, just this constant like, and then at the same time, like, my information wasn't founded on shit. It was just like Instagram posts.
This sucks.
Like, and then for me to be mad about something I seen on Instagram or whatever, my shit wasn't really based on like me studying for real hard, me getting all the facts and none of that. It was just like random, like, oh, I'm angry about this, because I never really knew about none of that shit beforehand. So when I found out about it, I was angry, rightfully so, I believe at the time. But then after a while, I'm like, this is yielding me no results. I'm just angry and my head hurts.
See, for me, I feel like you have a certain level of like, I want to call it disdain
Mm-hmm.
for the people that still engage in that.
Because it's like you got to grow.
But you don't get to tell people that.
No, that's why I stepped away from it. I'm like, I don't have to tell you. Yeah, that's
No, but you
it.
seem upset about it. Like you seem mad at them.
No, I'm like you said, like you can. If you, I feel like you gotta grow, right?
But why?
Or you can stay the same. But for me, I'm growing. All right, I'll
Okay.
change it. For me, I'm growing, and there was
That's
nothing
fair.
about that movement that was growing.
True.
It was the same shit every fucking day, and that's why I stepped away. But you're right. You
Oh,
don't
no,
have to
I
grow.
agree with that. Like
Mhm.
I agree with stepping away. I just don't agree with you being upset at them for being stuck where they're at.
Oh, I didn't mean to make it seem like I'm upset with them because I made peace with that. Like, if that's what you want to do every day, you damn sure could. If you
Okay.
want to watch Trump tweet every day, I don't understand the bananas, like the insanity of that, but I'm cool with it because once I was that one person, so I understand. But
Okay.
now I can step away from it and be like,
Yeah, because I can definitely agree with not wanting to be a part of it. But
Yeah.
I feel like you
I
can't be
get
like,
it.
oh, you got to grow. Like you wasn't ready to grow at one point.
exactly.
So they might not be ready to grow. So this is where they at right now. So I can't be mad at somebody for where they at. I just
Yeah,
gotta
that's-
accept that and just keep it
That's
moving.
better. I can agree with that. That's better. This shit was wild though.
Yeah, no, I'm still like,
And I guess, like you said, controlling the narrative don't really enable it to grow. So that's why I'm like, ugh, why would you not want to hear the other side or something?
some people can't handle it. Some people, like
Yeah.
you said, are too emotional. They get upset. When somebody says something that contradicts what they believe,
Mm-hmm.
and then also has proof to back it up, they don't know how to
Not at all.
validate their feelings and articulate a real argument.
And that was the biggest setup of like Instagram activism. Because when somebody would come and be like, well, this is this, and I'd be like, well, you just cooning. And then run away. Cooning ass nigga. That was it. So no. I put on my Facebook post like, nigga, I only date coons and niggas with Hennessy bottles and blunts in their profile pic. Niggas was like, what, queen? Are you serious? And I ain't say nothing. Queen.
I ain't said shit else.
I ain't say nothing to none of
Queen.
them. I ain't replied to nobody.
Queen. Let me
Queen.
post this picture of my nigga.
Are you
It's
seeing
a
one of them
picture
here? My,
Plies.
what's up, beautiful? I hope you was not serious about the post. And if I
remember
was,
somebody tried to say something to me like that when I was talking about smoking weed. I'm like, get the fuck out of here! Like, what the fuck? I don't think that queen should smoke weed.
That's
well,
fine.
nigga,
You don't get paid to think.
this queen is about to be
this
high
queen,
as fuck.
like
Yeah.
niggas with Hennessy bottles
Like,
and
right
blunts in
now.
their profile pic. That shit was funny. Cause I'm like, clearly, this is really retarded. Like, I'm being dumb, but niggas really came on the status like, for real? Are you for like niggas that was insecure? Is this what you bitches want? At least you
Nigga.
admitting it. I'm like,
Yes, may I have a fifth of Henny, please?
okay. I just let every nigga in the comment come to their own conclusion. Like, all right.
I'm dead.
You know who else came to their own conclusion? Bobby Brown's sister. She concluded that Bobby Brown got hit by a car
Bobby?
and
Bobby.
he was on foot. He wasn't in a regular car accident. This car chased him down and hit him, and both his legs was messed up bad. Yeah.
Is that what happened?
No.
Turns out that was a lie.
Oh, I was about to be like,
No, Bobby Brown
Yo.
and his lawyer came out and said
I
that
don't
was-
know what's what because I never
My
heard of
legs
the, I never
work.
heard of the.
Yeah, because it didn't happen.
So wait a minute.
They said it was fake news.
So it was just fake news all around. There was no
No, the
no
sister said
incident.
it, but she lied.
So there was never any.
No.
So we just wanted to put Bobby
Yeah.
Brown.
Sounds like Juicy Smollett.
Juicy Smollett.
Juicy Smollett.
Yeah, that is exactly what happened. She just
Wow.
was like,
Wow.
yeah.
I'll be
So-
calling my sister right now. What the fuck?
Bitch,
is
what the
wrong
fuck
with
is
you?
wrong with you? Oh, ignorant
But-
ass. That's when
but
you get in
the
her
crazy
ass, too.
thing
Seriously.
is- and the internet is such a funny place because they actually are believing the sister and not Bobby Brown and his lawyer because they haven't seen him. So they're like, oh, y'all are just trying to cover it up because we ain't seen you.
All right.
Why would I cover?
Nigga.
If my what?
Mhm.
Why?
Because that's the internet. So there's a section of the internet,
internet
that's like,
sucks,
nah, you're
man.
a liar.
Yo, this is why I
She's-
don't fuck with that shit. Like,
They're like, this
I
is a
post
cover-up.
ignorant shit just because, like, you niggas is dumb. And I just be posting ignorant shit every day. Like, all right. Like, what do I have to say now at this point? Are you want a nasty photo of somebody sucking dick? Got you, because this is art. You know
This
what
is
I'm saying?
art.
Jason,
Look at
I
this
just
art
look
I
up.
have
Look at
for
this
you
art.
here.
Beautiful art.
Want to
Yeah,
see
no,
some?
shit is crazy. I don't know why they don't believe them. But some other crazy shit that happened on the internet and in the media. Paul Mooney allegedly raped or molested Richard Pryor's son when he was a teenager, and he started to cancel shows. The man that said that this happened was Sean Khan, and then Richard Pryor's ex-wife came out and said that the son basically made those same statements to her and family members at a dinner, and that they have that on film. And then Paul Mooney started canceling shows. So what do y'all think?
I think Poonie did it.
You think Poonie did it?
I mean,
I
feel
think.
like,
Well, I'm not gonna say he did it, but he's looking very guilty.
yeah, it don't look good to me.
He's
Like,
looking.
I don't
very
see why I
guilty.
lie about you right now. Like,
Yeah.
you're not famous enough for me to get like. I'm old too.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even like the son not young. The
Yeah,
son not,
not
even,
at all,
like, the
yeah.
son not
This-
looking. And like when they asked the son was like,
He didn't even want to talk about
He
that
was like,
shit. Like,
"How
it's
could
not
I
nothing
consent
for
to
no-
something when I was a teenager?"
Yeah.
Like just him saying that.
And he don't
is
want
like,
no fucking attention or nothing.
Yeah,
It's
he's
not
like-
like his 15 minutes or no shit
Yeah,
like
he's
that.
like, "Duh, who wants?"
Because you had
thing
ample
for this?"
enough time
Yeah,
to say
to say
something.
something.
And then that bodyguard, that
just
nigga
put it
said
out
some
there.
real shit. Like,
He just
that
put it
don't
out
feel
there.
like no rehearse. Like, he
Nah.
was
No,
saying
he was
like
just
some shit
talking,
like, yeah,
like-
like, no, on a Friday, I thought that nigga was tripping. By Monday, this nigga
That
was still
nigga
saying the
still had-
same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
had
like-
the
That
same
was
idea.
really-
He's like, "That's when I knew." I was like, "He's like, but I ain't no killer, so I ain't take him up on it."
Yeah, like that. His story was real. It
I
didn't seem
agree.
like no rehearsed. Like, and he walked into the room, and everybody just knew. It just felt like
Everybody
some,
knew.
on some real nigga shit.
Yo, this
Yeah.
nigga was about to catch the one.
This nigga-
the fade, my nigga.
Yeah.
But
So
I ain't want to do it to him though.
that's
Yeah,
really
like,
fucked up. But that like do bring up
Yeah.
like, I don't know. You think that they bring up the question of like molestation in the black community? I'm not saying whites have to not deal with the same issue, but
It's not spoken on.
yeah,
Nearly enough.
Huge thing that's not spoken on. That
yeah.
it should be.
Like that. Well, I don't know what the situation was back in the day, but I feel like it's something that should have been
I think that
said back
it
in the
has
day.
to do with a lot of our like slave mentality,
Mm-hmm.
and because I know back in the day, like slave masters used to make the men like molest the boys and the little girls and shit like that, and like for their amusement and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so like that happening, and then also probably not being something that y'all really like talk about,
And
probably
then
created a culture of like, well, when that shit happens, we just know that's a fucked up one, and we don't really speak on it, but we know he done. He
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, just don't bring him over that nigga's house.
Yeah. 'cause
What?
You're like, what? Like, no.
don't go around him.
Go
How
around
about we
Uncle
put him
Bobby.
in jail.
Yeah. And then
Or
that
get him
sucks
some help,
though,
some mental
because
help.
I feel like, well, I don't know exactly how Richard Pryor felt, but I feel like his pride is just like, bruh, this my son one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, it was just super
Like, two.
conflicting.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
'Cause now you
if
feel like
I feel like it's something that he didn't even want to be out there publicly. If
That's
this
probably
nigga
why
would have
he
just
did-
died, this
yeah.
nigga would have just died.
And how do you think that plays when we just don't want to send our own people to fucking jail? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You think that's a big thing? Like, we
Yeah.
don't want to send, like, damn, we
Because
already
we
got
know,
the odds
'cause
stacked
we
against
know.
us. What
Yeah,
else is
we
there?
know.
Because we know what that's like. That's like the place you don't want to send your worst enemy to. And
Yeah.
that's crazy because we know that the system is going to do you so much worse.
Dirtier,
than we do.
yeah, dirtier.
And
Way more dirty.
so it's a real fucked up dichotomy where we don't have a system that we trust to leverage fair justice on our people.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we send you there, we know that it's probably gonna be real bad for you,
Yeah.
regardless of what you did. So like we're not fucking with them, but we also not saying nothing.
And that's
So it's
not
just
resolving no issue. Like, think of like, I mean, I don't know like what his son still goes through or went through on a mental level, but just how that affected.
Yeah,
how
and
that
like to
affected
be
him.
like you saw his son was
And the fact-
older,
yeah.
to be 58, and then now to
and
have
then
that,
now
like,
it's coming out,
to
and now you're
probably
getting
been
this
able
attention
to
on
like
you.
live with that, probably bury that, not really have
Yeah.
it, and have to be like to address that, and then now it's like out in the open.
To the world,
Yeah,
though.
because he didn't look like he knew what to say. It's like
No, he was like still trying to walk and shit. Like,
he's
okay,
like, nah, I'ma just.
Yeah,
I don't
nigga was
have
trying to
nothing
go
to
to get a
say.
sandwich. Like,
I don't have nothing to say. Like,
Right.
oh,
that's damn sure not shit you want to talk about in the middle of the street. You know.
Nah, like that's.
right. Walking around, this fucking 50-11 people walking around with your ass.
Yeah, well, this is.
What about the Oliver molestation? Damn,
Yeah,
nigga.
like,
Can I get a
I
bagel?
did- Like, this nigga in front of me didn't even know I got molested. Now he do.
Thank
like,
you.
Everybody knows my business now, so
Ah.
it's super uncomfortable. He looks super uncomfortable.
Yeah, he did. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, it's a shitty situation. I've never really I know of Paul Mooney's work. I know that he's an amazing comedian, but I've never watched his. And so
I'll watch it.
doesn't-
That's why it's super hard for
and
me to
so I
hear
know
that
a lot
shit.
of people a lot of people like you that are like, damn, that's crazy because y'all have grown up seeing his stand-ups and being like, oh,
Yeah.
he's an amazing comic and like respect him and on that regard. And so to have that is like,
It's like a super bummer. Like,
I feel
damn,
like
what,
it
bro?
just starts to show like you can't really have heroes.
Really? You think that?
I
How
can
many
see that
people have
because you
been
never know what
destroyed
the
and
fuck.
taken down. Bill
Mhm.
Cosby could have been some people's hero.
Right. Then all of a sudden,
and
yeah.
Now he's Mr. Creepy.
You get the pudding.
It's who is. It's either you die or you be exposed as a villain.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ooh. Damn.
Damn.
That's like, yo.
Yeah, that's how it is now. So you die or you become the villain. That's what generally happens to most people. Like they live long enough that their legacy becomes sour.
Like Michael.
Michael Jackson. Like everybody, like even after death, Oprah tried to kill this nigga.
Which is just bizarre to me. Like, damn, let this nigga die. Like, I don't, if you believe he did it or not, but like, I don't believe in just keep bringing up shit that's negative towards a
No.
dead person.
I
Like,
mean,
the
he
point.
can't defend himself.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
So,
Yeah, like we're
I'm
not
just
getting
supposed to believe you.
two sides of the story. Anymore.
Yeah.
There's only one side. So
And now it's
what
starting
do
to
you want
look like
happen?
a money grab.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
now it's starting to look like, okay.
But the crazy shit is like they took it off of HBO and shit like that. Like they've like come out like the director said that they had some lies in there. The boys have come out and said that there was some lies, and it's just
Really?
like
I didn't
all
know that.
this like defunct shit about this has come out.
So why?
And-
Why do that though?
Oprah still hasn't said anything, and I guess that's kind of what I liked about the Chappelle thing is where he brought that up. It's like
Yeah.
you try to destroy Michael, found out that there was some bullshit, and then y'all just are
Keep-
quiet about it.
Yeah. Like, no
No,
sorries.
It's nothing that they're gonna be or have to say.
Yeah, because this nigga's dead,
Yeah, exactly.
and that's what's fucked up. It's like, so you wanted to destroy his legacy after he passed away. That nigga's legacy still stands the test of time. Did in front of the FBI when they were here, the entire end of his life being investigated by them. Then you come, your shit is fugazi too.
It's just disgusting. Like,
just
I
are
don't know. That shit against
quiet on
Michael really, like, bothers me. It just always
I
bothered
honestly
me.
never thought Michael did anything to anybody.
It just.
This nigga had zero bass in his voice.
I
I'm
would
not
say-
saying.
I never- so I would say-
I'm not saying that's a
honestly,
prerequisite.
My personal opinion is that he just never did anything.
You know, like, when I was listening to this story on there,
I
I
never
felt
watched. I never watched that though. Like,
when I was listening to the Paul Mooney thing, I felt like something
Okay.
wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? With R. Kelly shit, I felt like something wasn't right. With Michael's story, it didn't feel like, it
Kelly.
just felt like,
So
and I'm
I would
not
say
saying like
this.
this is like an intuition thing, and this ain't based on facts or nothing.
Mhm.
It was just like like you can feel it in your heart when that nigga was just sitting there like,
I
you
don't
felt
think-
that
I don't even
shit.
think he was.
Michael Jackson didn't have a childhood.
mm-hmm.
He was
Not at all. He was
ab-
famous when he was like
abused
4.
and forced to be
Yeah.
like amazing singer, and then it took off, and sure that made a great life for him, but that generally stunts your growth and leaves you in a mental space of where you were.
Mm-hmm.
So probably the reason that he likes to hang out with kids is because those are the people that he identifies with.
Mm.
Now, do I think that that's probably inappropriate? Yeah.
I do,
But do I
yeah.
think that he was trying to do inappropriate things with them?
I don't.
No. So I think that, yeah, we could say Michael probably shouldn't have been hanging out with kids. But Michael also thought like he had a whole fucking amusement park as a house. Who else besides a child wants that?
Right. That's
Full
true.
zoo
When it
and
slide out my
everything.
bed,
Zoo and everything.
wee.
Like Michael was a child. Michael was climbing trees.
They said
And
that,
pointing
yeah,
at
like
shit
that
like-
nigga aged backwards. Like, think about it. That nigga was running shit from the time he was 4, 5, whatever.
Yeah.
And then he aged backwards.
Yeah, he
like, he
became a
became
child.
a whole.
He went back
Because
to the point.
now
Let's
that
just
he
spend
has
$2 million
his
in this
own-
story, guys.
Now he can do what he wants to do because
Yeah.
he's not under the thumb of his father and shit no
Yeah,
more.
like
Yeah.
I
So
saw
now
a
he
thing
can
where
do what he
Michael
wanna
was
do.
like, "Yeah, I like that, and we bought that, didn't we?" And
Yeah,
that-
it was everything was
and
100,000,
literally
50,000. Let's put this
everything
in the
store
room.
that he pointed at. He had already bought. That's a child.
Mhm.
That's someone who is childlike in nature and in thought process on that on the level of just like.
Yeah, remember
impulse.
he was putting in his second mansion
He's
or
like,
some
yeah, I'm
shit.
gonna put- he's like, "Are you
No,
gonna
we
take
have
this
another
to,
house."
Mhm.
I was like,
Wonderland? No, Neverland. No,
we have
I'm gonna
another
take this
house.
to
Michael,
the
you
other
have that
house.
already.
I do.
another house.
I know. Just put it in the second house.
Yeah, we like it.
Yeah, I don't think he did none of that
And
shit.
so I
though,
feel like,
man.
sure, he probably shouldn't hang out with kids, but maybe I should have got him some mental therapy, mental health help, something like that. Maybe he needed someone to talk to that could help him move from that point where, hey, I wasn't allowed to be expressive and be childlike because I always had to be perfect.
Maybe. Yeah, but like I said, I always talk about the parents. Like, my child under 18 is my fucking responsibility.
Mhm.
I don't care who you are. I do not care who you are. If I don't know you and I don't interact with you and I don't get no good vibes from you, like, oh, and then you can't say good vibes, but if I don't know you for real and I don't trust you around my daughter, I'm not leaving you nowhere alone with my
Agreed.
daughter for a long period of time.
Agreed. Agreed.
I
At
feel
all.
that same way. Like when I was doing Uber before, and I would do it like early, like an actual job.
Mm-hmm.
I would get like parents sending their kids in the Uber. How do you send your child with me
You don't know me.
by themselves?
Don't know
Hell
nothing I could
no.
do. That's creepy. I'd be
don't
like,
know
no.
me.
Hell
Ugh.
no, I would never be on no shit like that. I'm cool.
It was a many a parent and kid sending parent at the door, sending the kid out. Go ahead and go to school. It's 8:00 in the morning. If I was that type of nigga, I could have violated your child, told him that, hey, I
Like
know where
that
y'all
fucking-
live.
y'all
I
heard
know
about
what
that
your
police
mother look
officer?
like. Mm.
That peed on that 12-year-old.
Oh, that's crazy.
Here,
Ugh.
What's happening to him?
And
Did he get
Euclid.
fired or nothing?
he's in jail right now.
Okay, good. That's crazy.
Peed on the 12-year-old, and then they went to the police station. And then a lot of people have reported him for stuff.
Mm.
Did you get it?
So this ain't just the first time.
And yeah, and they just been like ignoring it.
That's trash.
Like
They got to sue the police station.
That's what I'm saying. If you underage, like under 18, I'm blaming the parents flat. That's the
Mhm.
first person that I'm pointing the finger
Yep.
to. There's
I
no
mean,
way.
It depends. I blame the parent
Mm-hmm.
up until the point of them taking you or putting you in places where they're supposed to. School. Shit happens to you at school. I can't blame the parents
that I can agree with because
they have to take you to school.
Yeah.
Unless they have the ability to like homeschool but that might not even be like their thought process because they might not believe in that. They might think that it's more better for socializing. Think it's better for socializing. more
Yeah, that's
better, such a other word.
understandable.
So,
But I'm
but I would
saying
blame
you
my
literally
school, but,
just
like,
dropped your shit off
oh,
of
yeah,
Michael
no.
Jackson.
Yeah, no, like that shit like that.
I don't know.
Why would you send your child to go
I
stay
would-
with
by
an adult?
yourself?
No,
Like, no.
Like,
never.
I blame a lot of the parents in the R. Kelly shit.
I can agree.
I'm not about to sit with
You
you.
know what? And the
I don't
parents
know
in the
you.
R. Kelly shit, I feel like they was.
I feel like someone told me that they had a friend that was from Chicago
Mm-hmm.
that said that it was known by the parents and like a running
That's
joke.
what I was about to say. Like they was getting paid off, and I think really
Yeah.
that's why a lot of the shit is coming out now because this nigga broke, and I
Yeah.
can't pay you off no more.
I ain't got no more money.
Like that's supposedly what happened with the
Okay.
with the one girl that he first went to court with over that tape,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden when they was supposed to be having a court date, the girl was out
Yeah, she said she didn't
in
want
Europe
to
on a tour or some
Yeah.
shit, and the families was on vacation,
Let's get into the
and now
bag.
this nigga just off.
Yeah, so now that he ain't got no money,
But
it's
now
all
she's
bad.
supposed to be testifying, the
Yeah.
girl against him.
You
Yeah.
just know R. Kelly's a fucking pervert. Like,
Yes.
it's very well
Like,
known
and
that
it's
R.
crazy.
Kelly's a
It's
fucking
Yeah, I was
perv.
about to
But
say it's
what's more
crazy that this
fucked
shit
up
has been known since
is-
nigga I was
Since
young.
ever.
You know what? I'm not.
I grew up
It's
knowing
not
you was a
crazy that
pervert.
he's a pervert. It's crazy that the city of Chicago has enabled this nigga to be a pervert and
Mhm.
also profited off of him being a pervert.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's wild to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All you niggas that were a part of that, the parents,
Everybody
all of y'all
need to
niggas
go to
are
jail.
fucked up. Yeah, y'all. Like how
It's-
y'all free still?
It's wild when it comes to that shit. Like I said, my personal responsibility is towards the safety of my kid, and I'm not about to put you in the fucking like even I can't say that on here, but it's been situations where like close family members, why can't she stay with me? Because I don't want you around my daughter. Plain and simple. No. Not today.
Yeah.
Not ever.
I
I'm
don't
cool,
care.
man. Niggas just too weird these days anyways. People just in general.
No, I
Yeah.
have
Weirdos.
conversation like I did have one parent that was sending me to pick up her kid, but the way it's set up is I went to her house, picked her up, and then we both rode to go pick her kid up from school, and
Mhm.
then dropped it back off at home.
Mm.
Yeah.
That I fucks with that. It's like that.
Yeah,
this
that's
makes
how
sense.
it should be. You
Like,
still going to pick up your kid. You just
yeah.
ain't got no whip right now.
Yeah. So you went to go pick up your kid. I'm just the vehicle to get you there.
Yeah.
So you know what's going on. This nigga 12-year-old. I could backhand a 12-year-old. Could backhand a 10-year-old. I beat the fuck out of a kid. And
What the fuck?
because realistically, I could do some grimy shit to you.
Yeah.
I know where you live.
Mm.
So I'm gonna tell you, hey, I know where you live. I know what your mom look like. I know what time y'all get out the house. And I got all that from Uber.
Mm-hmm.
And you putting your kid in the fucking Uber car with some random
With
crazy.
a random person.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
And
I get nervous.
after all this shit, niggas done heard motherfucking Uber drivers. Oh, my Uber driver tried to kidnap me, tried to rape me, all this extra shit. It's too much shit going on with too many weird motherfuckers out here.
Yeah, I get nervous just riding her bike outside too long.
I don't
Where
blame
you
you.
at?
I don't blame you.
Yeah, no, this
Yeah,
shit
can I
is-
go play
is
with Nathan?
crazy
Hell
out
no,
here.
don't leave this driveway.
Can I go play
Not
with
today.
Shit, man.
Today's an in-the-house day.
Yeah, I had to tell her that. I'm like, listen, shit's crazy.
But that's all that I had for Pops Out, except for the Dave Chappelle. How did y'all like that?
I liked the Dave Chappelle for the most part.
Yeah, that was.
I liked it. The LGBT shit was funny.
He was like,
That shit was funny.
it's hot in here.
It's hot. Yeah, no, that shit was funny. as fuck.
I like
hot in here.
Can
Why
you
nigga
stop
back
at
there
the
talking
next
to
exit?
himself?
Nigga, you can't pee in another bathroom for the next 5 states.
Yeah,
that shit
was funny as
so
fuck.
fucking funny. Yeah, I was like,
The
that's
next exit.
that's
Yeah, no,
true
that shit was
though.
funny. Yeah, no, it is.
But it's fucked up, but it's crazy. But that's a fact.
I wouldn't wear that. It's like the gays don't like the. He's like the G's don't like the L's, and they always low key blowing down on them. I wouldn't wear that if I.
Is that true?
What?
Did the G's not like the L's? Do you think that's the truth?
Nah.
That shit was
I have
funny.
I have a lot of gay friends, male friends, and I love them. They're just like, bitch, like. Yeah.
I love being around gay dudes.
I do
It's
too.
always. I've never been around when I was just like. It's always this vibe is
Yeah.
up here.
Yeah. Or I mean, I have one that's like just like real chill, but just
Mhm.
like he still be on his like, sis, like, like I know. Shit. I don't know. I love gay men. I love gay women too. I just love everybody.
Yeah.
Gotta put that out there. Love everyone.
Everybody. No, I think Dave Chappelle has had a pretty good point where it's like, man, comedy ain't supposed to be like this. Like, this is really getting out of hand.
Well, no, I think comedy should be like this though, because I think now we at a point where people are so sensitive that people are scared to talk
Yeah,
about
we
like
can't make
certain
anybody laugh
topics
no
and
more.
shit
That's the
like
whole
that,
point.
like-
You're supposed to laugh at the shit that's uncomfortable. The comedian's supposed to make you say, this is a real shitty situation, and I have to make you laugh about it. Like, I gotta make you feel comfortable about this shit.
I watched a video where they was trying to say that niggas was trying to cancel Dave Chappelle because of what he was talking about with Kevin Hart, and really wasn't understanding why. But they was basically saying that Kevin Hart got like to a point to where he's been dumbing down his like shows because
Yeah.
he's scared of the judgment that he gonna get.
That's
this
a
whole
hard-
cancel
I would say
culture
that.
shit.
You
As
said you
far
wouldn't or
as-
what?
I mean, I wouldn't.
Oh,
I would say
okay.
that Kevin Hart cussed more in his earlier shows,
Mhm.
sure, but they were always centered around his family and
Yeah.
some goofy shit.
Mm-hmm.
He probably ain't got no more stories to tell about his dad. That's what his first 2 specials was about, basically. His dad,
I
his
see what you're
mom,
saying. Yeah, now that
I
you
can-
made it,
I was about to
nigga,
say,
what
I can
else is there
understand
that's
that.
funny?
his
Yeah.
fucked up wife situation. Like, it was always about, like, the fucked up
Nigga,
shit
did
that
he
was
talk
going
about
through.
how he was on camera? with them girls.
Yeah, he did.
Make me
And,
laugh about that, nigga.
the Bad Boy Tour.
I never.
It's on this
Well, I ain't
newest
gonna say
one.
I never. I stopped watching Kevin Hart after a while because I just told y'all I don't like popular shit.
It's on this newest one.
Nigga got to get into.
Too, yeah.
You know, to me, it just was like, all right. It
Yeah,
was
once he
kinda
started
corny
getting in them
after a
arenas
while.
and shit, it was like,
you know, like it was just kind of corny. Like, all right,
yeah, like Grown Little Man. And maybe the one after that is when I was like, I think that's the last full one I seen.
I don't remember. I don't even remember the name of the last one. I really remember is I don't even remember the name of that one, but the first one that really like put him on. First,
think
like
that's
real funny one where he
The
had
Grown
on
Little
the-
Man when he was talking on the phone. And he had the fucking T-Mobile nigga. And he's breaking all the fucking headsets. Is that the one you talking about?
No,
It's before that one.
I think it's after that one.
The Grown Little Man was the first one that was like a stand up for real. This nigga put on DVD.
I think it might.
And then
been
there's
that
one
then.
after that one that
I
I
think-
like. I think he was in Cleveland on that one where Shaq and LeBron is in the audience.
Maybe.
Okay,
I
yeah,
don't
because it's
know. I
another
just
one after
remember I
that,
was
and that's
getting
when
a
I
tattoo and
stopped.
It was funny as fuck, and I was like, bro, why is we watching this while I'm getting a tattoo? Like, what the fuck? You're torturing me. But yeah, I don't know. Like once I don't want to hate on him or no shit like that. Like I'm glad you got to where you are, you in your movies and shit like that. But I just ain't been fucking with him.
What do y'all think about apologizing for tweets or for things that you've done and randomly can come up and fuck your shit all the way up? Like, that nigga Dave was talking about Louis
I
C.K.
think-
and how he's jerking off. He was like, ain't nothing fucking great about this nigga jerking off.
I didn't even know nothing about that. Like that was
I
my
know.
first
Louis
time
C.K.
hearing.
is definitely one of my favorite, like, top 3 motherfuckers
never
that make me
knew.
laugh.
I never even knew. Like
Yeah, it's just happened so much. Like, it's on a smaller scale. Like, I want to say it started out with, what's that nigga, not Goldstein, the one white creepy dude that everybody for years was
Weinstein.
saying, Weinstein, was saying, I remember it kind of starting there.
The Me Too
And
thing
then it
started
just,
with like Harvey Weinstein, and then like
Yeah.
snowballed into this huge thing.
and this whole everybody.
and then everybody just started getting it, and like Louis C.K. I guess was masturbating in his bed,
his
hotel
room.
he was masturbating in his hotel.
room, and
He
guess
told everybody he
he
was
told
going to masturbate.
he told them he was gonna masturbate,
And everybody stayed to watch this nigga jerk his
and
dick.
then he did.
And then somebody came out like, he masturbated in front of me.
Yeah.
What?
Mhm.
Listen, I wanted to beat my dick. I was in the mood to look at some porn.
I was in my
And you
room,
motherfuckers,
and I told y'all.
I told y'all what I was about to do, and y'all didn't leave.
Y'all just
so
stayed.
I'm not a shy nigga.
I will come.
Yeah. Like, I don't understand. What's the problem with that?
I like this nigga said. He was like, ain't nothing pretty about that. Nigga had cum all over his belly. He said it was like pancake batter. That's what Dave Chappelle said.
I seen that, but I just, like, it was funny because the joke was funny, but I'm
Yeah,
like,
'cause
I
the
didn't
faces
understand. I
nigga
didn't know who
made.
it was. I didn't know the situation, so I'm like, okay, like. But
Nigga's face.
I don't know, yeah, stuff like that. Like, that was stupid as fuck, though. I think people now just want to come out, have a little 15 minutes, or niggas is just offended by everything. If somebody jacked off in a room with me, I would watch the fuck out that shit.
Me too.
And then I just go.
I'd be
about
like,
my
y'all,
day
you know what's
like,
crazy?
yo,
Louis
this
C.K.
nigga-
jerked his dick in front of me.
yeah,
That's
no, and
a
I would not
story.
have said it
Yeah,
like,
nothing
yeah, I
like,
would've
I've been
said it
like, yo,
it
that
was an
nigga wild.
experience, like, yo.
But that made me
Yo.
think about how, like, all right, so you had rock stars, R&B stars back in the 70s about how they tell their stories now, and it's iconic and it's legendary. And, like, Led Zeppelin was super known for, like, taking a fucking shark in their room and beating hoes with it. That would never fly today. Not at all.
I'm like,
Yeah, you see? That niggas would have
Did
been
they?
canceled.
yo.
And there's so many stories to validate
didn't know
that.
that.
I was just thinking about that, like, what? Or,
I don't know. We sensitive as fuck nowadays.
like nigga Robert Downey Jr. in blackface, nigga in Tropic Thunder.
Yo,
He would have
and-
been so canceled.
Hey,
This nigga would have been dead.
and I didn't
There's
have a
no
problem
comment.
with that.
Not at
I
all.
was
Niggas
looking
still
at that
to this
shit.
day.
And I kept looking like, this nigga look familiar as fuck. Who is this nigga?
There's a meme that
Who
say
is
like,
this guy?
"Hey, who's gonna play the Black Iron Man?" And they show that nigga from Tropic
Hey,
Thunder. There's no
hey,
one else is gonna
I'm
do
not
it.
gonna cap. If you gonna do blackface, that was
That
the
was
way.
the perfect
that was the
way
way.
they did it.
It wasn't no exaggerated.
Give me that goddamn
Yeah.
map.
I need to watch that. I need to get high.
Remember they sitting around a campfire and this nigga was over here, that nigga Al Pacino. He was like, yeah, man, you gotta go up to her right now, tell her in her face, tell her what you think. What's her name? Lance. You look Lance, what? Hold the fuck up. Did you just say
Lance?
Lance? That's my favorite scene in the whole fucking movie. That nigga's voice is comical. But
Oh,
yeah,
he
stuff
did.
like that wouldn't. I guess it wouldn't fly today. And it's really sad because comedy is supposed to make you laugh at the horrible things about life.
I wonder when we gonna stop being so sensitive.
When niggas stop trying to let other people tell them what to be sensitive about. Like everything. You need to
everything
get
is
your own
like-
mind, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's exhausting. Like, what are you mad about today? And motherfuckers got a laundry list of things. Like, you
Fuck
ain't
DJ
tired?
Khaled.
Who?
Fuck DJ Khaled.
Who?
Oh, thanks. Thanks.
I got you.
That guy.
Yeah, who?
That guy.
So I think it was Seriously Funny was the first one. Oh no, I'm a Grown Little Man, and then
Yeah,
Seriously Funny.
Seriously funny. I was gonna remember the name.
Because then after it was Laugh at My Pain,
Okay.
and then Let Me Explain What Now. And this is the Irresponsible Tour, which is the newest one that he did, talking about.
Oh, okay.
It was pretty decent.
Speaking of comedians, so y'all feel like Cat Williams is treated fairly at
Cat
all?
Williams is better than Kevin Hart.
Oh, definitely,
I
yeah.
love Cat Williams. He's
I
a little funny
yeah.
ass.
He's a comedian. Yeah,
little
he's a
funny nigga.
comedian. Like comedian.
He a little funny nigga. I think Cat Williams just like Cat Williams too raw. Like he's
For
just
real,
too raw of
yeah,
an
like,
individual
he's
for
like,
just
mhm.
regular everyday TV. And it could just be the fact that niggas is just so sensitive. Like I feel like what's his name? Cat Williams be keeping it 100.
Yeah.
Even though sometimes I do think my nigga be tripping. I be like, all right.
Yeah,
nah,
like
bruh.
it's like that
You
fine
know,
line
I-
between
yeah,
how much of it
like,
is everybody
yeah,
else and how much
yes.
of it is you, my
Yes,
nigga.
like I think my nigga do be tripping, but I think he be keeping it 100 though,
Yeah.
all the time.
There's not one that I don't think I wouldn't watch by him.
Yeah,
For real, for real.
yeah.
And I love all of Cat Williams'
That's
specials.
he's just a funny nigga,
Yeah,
funny
he
as fuck. And he from Ohio.
I think Eddie Murphy. I know Eddie Murphy coming out with a new one, but he also gonna be on SNL soon too. He's like gonna be coming back after like 35 years.
I didn't know Eddie Murphy.
Yeah,
was
he's coming out
with
of
that.
the.
I can't wait till he do a
It's
stand-up
chilling.
special. That nigga is long overdue
I
for a
think it's
stand-up
coming
special.
to Netflix.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he is.
Netflix is doing their thing when it comes
the-
to the
When it come to
specials.
yeah, I can't wait for Eddie to do some shit like that.
I
Like,
love comedy.
Maybe I should
so-
watch Marlon Wayans. I didn't know he had one. I like Marlon Wayans. Did y'all watch his movie, Sex Tuplets?
no,
but
I never
want
knew
to.
the name of it.
That's
You said
funny.
it's funny.
That's funny.
I don't like his stand up.
No, I never.
I'm gonna try it. I never
I
seen it
feel like
stand up.
he's trying to still find his own style.
Mm-hmm.
Did you look at his Breakfast Club interview? They was asking him like, why don't you do like big shows and
Mhm.
big arenas?
Some comedians ain't good at that. Like Chris Rock is not as strong of a writer, I feel, a comedic writer, as he is a stand-up comedian. And that's only like I think I Love
if
My
he
Wife
did
and Down to
Everybody
Earth.
Hates-
Mhm.
Everybody Hates Chris. That
Mhm.
shit is funny as fuck to
Did
me. If he
He wrote
if-
it, or he was
that's
just
why
a producer.
that's what I was saying. If he wrote that,
Oh, okay.
I don't
know if he was the
If
producer
he
or
did,
writer
that's
on
funny
there.
as fuck. But
Yeah, but when he started getting
Down to
into-
Earth.
Down to
I
Earth
actually
was
just watched Down to Earth not too long ago, and it's cool.
Yeah, and it's not
cool.
like yes. Or I think I Love My Wife. Pootie Tang was just fucking hilarious.
on my ready by.
Just retarded. Or like Martin. I don't think Martin. Do Martin write anything?
Martin is a chill. I love Martin.
Yeah, I think Martin mostly do stand up. I'm not sure if he's written like a movie for real. I could be wrong. Like where he's the sole writer. I'm not sure. I can't say off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Which one? I don't know. I'm not saying like
Big Mama's House.
he wrote that.
Oh,
That was like his homage to like Eddie Murphy's The Clumps.
Oh, okay.
and then here
And-
come fucking Marlon Wayans with his.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's all of their like input
Yo, that
because
shit
they're
funny
all
though.
playing all those
No
roles
cap.
and just doing it in a different way.
That shit is
Oh,
funny.
okay.
So
Yeah, some comedians like your stronger suit would be to do stand up, and some of them like I think Louis C.K. is like
I
really good at
hated-
doing both.
Chris Rock's last stand up.
Did you? I don't.
Chris
What
Rock.
was that? Was he was in Africa, Johannesburg, or some shit, or did he have one after that called "Kill the Messenger"?
No, it's not called that.
No, it's something different. Okay,
Yeah.
because that's the last one I remember.
I'll show you. It was like relationship center, like marriage and like being a father.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it was a Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, it wasn't really.
You
like,
get it, nigga. You married.
I love my wife.
I love her.
Yes.
What you say?
That's
I
what
love
it-
my
love
wife.
my wife.
It came out last year.
Good
Tambourine.
morning. I love my wife. The fuck? Oh, okay.
Chance.
Okay. I didn't know he had one after that.
Yeah.
Tambourine.
So I would say check it out. Some people really liked it. I just wasn't a huge fan of it.
All right.
But he's still one of my favorite comedians.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I love
yeah.
the movie that probably no one else likes is Head of State.
Do
where
you?
He was
Yeah, that's my little brother's joint. That nigga
supposed to
fucked up the
be
DVD
the
playing that
president.
shit.
I don't
Look
think
at
I- I don't
it.
think I've ever
'cause
seen that.
it was basically him playing this random black guy, and they're like, "We're gonna make you the president,"
Mm-hmm.
and they were gonna like spoof so he would lose so badly that the year after that, this other person could run and get
Yeah.
elected.
Mhm.
But then he started actually like gaining votes and shit like that, and so
Mhm.
they were trying to sabotage him. But there's also this one chick that was always trying to like date him now that she found out he was like a presidential candidate,
Mhm.
and so he would always just yell security. The
Wish
Secret
this
Service-
bitch off.
Yeah, Secret Service was
Wait,
come
what
out of
now?
nowhere.
What is it called?
Head of state.
Head of State.
Head of State.
Shit
I'm
is
gonna have to watch
hilarious.
it.
It was a great
Yeah.
movie. I loved it.
I'm gonna have to see what's up.
You know, so that was definitely one of my favorite movies by him. I love
Death
Eddie
at a
Murphy.
Funeral. I forgot about that shit.
Delirious
Murphy,
is
yes.
hilarious.
Richard Pryor is definitely number one for me of
But-
all time.
Raw is probably my favorite Eddie Murphy
Yeah.
Raw.
when he's in the purple.
Oh, I
suit.
know which one you're talking about. I don't.
gonna do
Well, I did watch that one. I have. You just made me realize I really don't watch too much stand-up comedy.
Oh, really?
I don't know why I grew up on that shit. Like my first one that I
Like,
remember was
my
Sinbad.
grandfathers and them watching it.
Yeah.
but
No, I've always been like a laugh person. That's why I'm like, why am I so bubbly? I don't know why, but like Sinbad was my first one where this nigga wasn't cursing. My parents wasn't like, what the fuck you watching? Afros and bell bottoms?
Was Sinbad in Shazam?
No. Everybody keeps saying that. That's like a not an MK Ultra thing, but the Mandela effect thing where everybody's like, no, Sinbad was in some fucking Sinbad movie. And I was like, no, this nigga never did that. But that's weird and that's off topic. But
I just had to ask because I always thought he was. But you
yeah,
said
that's
no.
like a Mandela effect thing. Look that shit up. Where it's like
I looked it up. I just
the
wanted to know your
Berenstein
thought.
Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Berenstein
and
Bears.
Berenstein
Berenstein
Bears.
Bears.
I thought it was Berenstein Bears. Like, yeah.
But no,
it ain't no A in this shit. Sorry.
But going back, no, I've always been in the stand up. I don't know why. Like I said, Sinbad was the first person that I really started like appreciating, and then it would go from like whatever my parents was watching. Like I said, Paul Mooney was like my first one, but Richard
Mhm.
Pryor was the very first like that was my grand poobah of every, like I don't even know how to explain like how that nigga really changed my life.
The only comedy I used to watch was like Comic View when it came on
Yeah,
BET.
yeah.
That shit used to be funny as fuck.
Def
though.
Comedy Jam,
Like,
yo, you
I don't
can
even think I ever really watched that for real.
we had the tape, so we had
I don't
3
think I ever
tapes
watched
each, and we rewound them every. Me and my brother
Yo,
would be
they're
in the
cracking up
basement.
looking at that shit.
Yes, and
knowing
when
what
them
the
niggas
fuck they
got
about to say,
live,
too.
you don't even know what the fuck is going on, but like you just knew it was funny. I can't even remember no jokes, particular jokes. Like when Bernie came on the fucking stage.
Hey, yo, Bernie, man. No, yeah, back when they had Kings and Queens of Comedy. of
You don't
course niggas
understand.
watched that
Yup.
shit.
Kings and Queens
know.
of Comedy, yeah.
But I don't know. Like other than that, like I kind of was more so.
Really? What? Is that Shazam?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's where everybody's getting it. Okay.
Yeah, Sinbad was in Shazam.
Ah,
That's
but
what I
they keep
said.
thinking it was like a separate movie with him, just like a genie movie. I think that's what it is, but I'm not sure.
I mean,
It's not?
That's what's talking about.
That's
the
what it
Mandela
is in Shazam.
effect.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was like,
Shazam.
Mandela effect.
They was trying to say
Sinbad
it was Shaq
genie
and
movie
Kazam.
found
I'm
and
like,
denial interview.
Something. Yeah.
So I guess he denied being in it.
Ah.
He did.
Okay.
He said he never did a movie like that.
This
And that's
nigga
why
don't
people
remember
like,
his own
nigga,
fucking videography.
We've changed universes, and we don't know. Some of us have changed, like we don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, it's this random ass movie called like Bringing Down the House with Sinbad in there with what's that nigga from SNL? Damn, he died. His wife shot him. Where this
Yo.
nigga like finds like a lottery ticket and he ends up living with these white people. Ah, fuck. I can't remember. I just remember all my VHS days. Like,
Do you think Mike Epps is funny?
Mike Epps.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mike Epps is funny. I don't think all his shows are funny though.
I don't like when he acts.
Funny actor.
I like.
Do
I was
you?
about to
I
say,
don't
when
like when he
I
acts.
like.
I love
Oh, I
when he
thought you said
acts.
you do. I like when
no,
he
I
acts.
don't
Yeah,
like when
I
he
prefer
acts.
him to act.
I like
I
when
think
he's
he's good
ramping
at
around and just talking shit.
Improvising when he acts.
Yeah, I think he's
I
a
think
good
that's what it
like
is.
when he just in his element and he just
Mhm.
be talking shit.
Yeah.
I like that, but when
Yeah.
he get in front of movies, like
I like him
I'm
in
not
movies
the greatest
though.
fan.
I do.
Yeah,
Yeah, I prefer him in movies too.
but y'all see what I'm saying? Like some comedians are better. Like obviously,
Mm-hmm.
like you feel like Mike Epps is like stronger when he's acting or doing something in movie roles,
Mhm.
rather than him just being a stand-up comedian. Like some actors are just better at it than others, or they stronger. I'll say that. Like you have your strong points. Like Patrice O'Neal, I never seen him make a movie or anything, but that's definitely right up under Richard Pryor. Patrice O'Neal is my
Patrice O'Neal
favorite.
is hella funny.
That is my baby.
Rest
Like
in peace.
I love Patrice O'Neal, and then right after that is Louis C.K. But Patrice O'Neal, I've never seen him write a movie or anything like that, but whatever setting he was in, he was a genius. And when he died, I really was like, I was at working at Verizon, like I was really sad. That's very few celebrity deaths affect me, but his did just make me be like, damn,
You said
what?
who's that?
Patrice O'Neal.
I ain't hip.
Get hit.
Look, I ain't hip.
Please.
I think
Elephant in the room, you'll fucking die. You'll die.
Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah.
I'm about to put this on my
for
list.
stand-ups, it's probably Chappelle,
Mm-hmm.
Chris Rock, Cat Williams, and then I've only seen one from Neil,
Okay.
but that shit was amazing.
Yeah.
That 3 mic special that he did,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like the writer that worked on the Chappelle Show.
Oh, Neil. Yeah. Okay.
Chappelle Show.
Yeah, so
I've seen him. I remember.
Patrice.
Think I brushed over that one.
O'Neal.
But when he's with Steinfeld in his show, he's funny as shit. So yeah, he's good. Muy bien. I don't know. Like, how the fuck did I get into that? Is it because I was just raised by like 3 boys?
Oh, he died?
Oh yeah, Patrice O'Neal is dead, like
I
a
didn't
heart
know-
attack or
I
something.
didn't know he died, but I do
Yeah.
know who he is though. I never watched any. I'm pretty sure I may have seen like some of his stuff, but nothing that I could really remember. I didn't know he passed away though.
Yeah, no, he was. Everybody around him was like, "Yo, you need to be out there more."
Mhm.
And I forget why his reasoning why he wouldn't put himself out there
Mhm.
more and more. I think he started to do more comedy specials and stuff
Mhm.
like that, but it was cut short because he died.
That sucks.
But yeah, he was phenomenal. That's definitely like
y'all about to have me going back looking at all types of comedy
Top
and
10.
shit. I really have not been watching TV all like that. Like aside from like bullshit background noise, like YouTube videos and fucking awkward.
see, I didn't grow up watching TV. Like
mm-hmm.
I can only really remember watching anime, so like Toonami
Yeah.
and Adult Swim at night, and then Cinemax.
Nigga.
And
Cinemax
I remember laughing
was
and
a
jerking my
part,
cock.
a strong part of my life.
and then Saturdays I would watch the Saturday morning cartoons.
Oh yeah, Recess, all that good shit.
All
Yeah,
that,
Channel 5.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Nigga.
Yeah. Now I used to be at my grandma's house and she didn't have cable, so I definitely used to be over there
Channel
watching all
5.
types.
Mine
of
was the opposite.
Recess.
I would go over my grandmother's house and be enthralled with SpongeBob. Like,
no,
Oh,
bro.
nah, see,
No,
Mine
like
was
that's no,
definitely
actually
the
my grandma's
opposite.
the reason why I like horror movies because she had fucking what's that goddamn Freddy Krueger movie where the nigga was laying in the bed listening to the music and
oh, the
that nigga
first
just
one
pulled
with
him
Johnny
in the
Depp.
dream.
Yeah.
all the fucking blood just shot up to the ceiling. I'm like, yo, this is crazy as fuck. As a kid though, like what the fuck?
yeah, see. I fuck with Freddy Krueger.
Yeah,
The only nigga
you
I
just
wasn't
made me
fucking
realize that
with
was Johnny Depp.
is
Thank you. Think about it, like, whoa.
Candyman.
I used to
You
be
said
scared
you
of
didn't fuck
Candyman.
with it?
No, I didn't fuck with Candyman because Candyman killed niggas.
I used to be scared.
Yo,
of
Candyman did scare me until I watched it as an adult. It's actually a good movie.
I haven't watched it
Yeah,
as an
as an
adult, and I need to know.
I'm not.
You know,
I
watching
was
it.
scared when I was little. This nigga was scary looking.
Yeah,
He
with them
was
bees
scary.
coming out his
Yeah,
mouth.
yeah.
Nigga, I ain't never
Yo,
seen nothing like
yo,
that.
hey,
I was scared.
Candyman was in the hood.
Yeah.
Candyman was all the places that black people was at.
And then like something
All
as
the other
small.
people that was killing you was in these weird white people areas that had all these trees and shit. As long as I
Facts.
wasn't around a whole bunch of trees, I was good.
Candyman.
Freddy Krueger ain't traveling over here. We got too many houses. He needs some trees and some midway. This is the places out here. Is where Freddy
Don't
Krueger
you
does
love
his
the
killing.
small child thinking, this nigga ain't coming out here. It's too many trees.
It's not enough.
What you gonna
trees,
do with
though.
all the trees? Oh, it's
Yeah.
not enough trees,
Yeah,
nigga.
cause you know in every like
I'm good.
Nigga, we
in
ain't dreaming
With
out
my
here.
Michael
Caprice
Myers,
Nigga, we ain't
Jason,
dreaming.
Freddy Krueger's movie. There's
I
some
stay
random
woke.
niggas running through a field and there's hella trees.
Wait, that was the thought.
Yeah,
Because there's always these
Not enough.
trees.
It's not enough trees for us.
Not
to
Because
enough
run
they go,
through.
trees, y'all, we
they gonna run
good.
through these trees, and there's always these long ass streets with all these like houses and
And
porches and
roots
shit like that.
This nigga
You
Tony
gotta-
is
you gotta
rallying
run
his
2
friends
miles to get your
together.
na-
It
to your
didn't
neighbor's
look
house and
anything
shit.
like California. No scary movie looks anything like a city in California. So I was like,
We good, y'all.
but then Candyman looked like the hood, and I was like,
It did though.
And then my
Yeah.
mother cut all the lights off in our house and like with the circuit breaker, so I couldn't cut back shit back on.
Ooh, your mom.
After we watched Candyman, and it just was like popping out of places and fucking with me. After she was like, "Hey, we should go in the mirror and say Candyman 3 times." All right, bet. I'm with it because I wasn't no punk at that point,
Yeah.
and then you terrorized me.
Oh yeah, it's
'Cause
over
you
with.
just disappeared.
You
and so I was
just
trying
you
to,
tried to say you said
hey,
that shit.
I found out.
Then went to go turn the light on. That shit ain't cut off. What the fuck? What
Hey, I
Oh
learned.
no.
Mom, she over
She
there
not
quiet
said
as
shit.
fuck,
Not
laughing.
said
Say shit.
nothing. I learned that day that cord phones are trash. Cordless phones are trash because if there's no power, then bitches don't work. But we had a corded phone. I was on the phone. I was like, I don't know who I'm gonna call.
He was calling somebody though.
It's Candyman.
This nigga was like, "Ah, damn, what happened if I call 911? I think that's too
I
serious."
was like, that's not what I should do.
Yeah. What's grandma's phone number? She about to answer.
Grandma.
Yeah,
Grandma.
nah,
Grandma,
I
where you
was
at?
shook, and then she popped out. That was terrifying.
I think the first scary movie I was ever for real scared of in committed memory was Jason, like the 1970s one. My brother told me explicitly, "You don't want to watch this. Go to bed."
I want
I
to
wanna
watch
watch
it.
it. I want to see that shit.
I'm like,
Oh yeah.
that fucked me up for the rest of my life. And it was the 70s one too. And he left the door open like, "Wesley, can you please close the door?" He's like, "No, shouldn't have watched the goddamn movie."
Told your ass.
Yeah, I told you.
Fucking Michael Myers and shit. I just watched a little movie.
I've never had
on
those
him, too,
experiences.
about how
No.
many Halloweens they just made.
Yeah, siblings be.
Yeah, siblings sound weird.
Siblings.
I had 2 boy siblings. So I'm the middle child, the only girl.
So weren't you like baby?
Strange. Yeah, they keep saying I'm the favorite. I don't believe them.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know how that works. I'm the favorite.
You're the only, right?
Yep.
So I'm like, wait a minute, nigga.
Hey, I ain't got to guess about it though, do I?
Hey.
My mommy love me
Yeah, it's
and
me.
only me, nigga.
Yeah, it's me. I'm here.
It's me.
What y'all talking about?
It is I. Thank
Yeah,
you.
having siblings is weird.
I like having siblings.
Yeah, I don't think I would give up my brothers. Like
Hell no.
No, I
we
don't
had
think that-
lit
no,
ass
I
Mortal
don't think you
Kombat
give up
fight
though.
I could
sessions.
just fucking.
You
that's
ever had,
not
like,
all
my
you had a
brother,
brother-
fucking-
No giving up
my
to
older
siblings.
brother.
It's only y'all
8 o'clock
two.
in the morning. No, I have hella siblings.
Oh shit! You have a gang of
6 of us
siblings.
in
Oh,
total.
yeah, it was just me, my older brother, and my younger brother. But my older brother's 8 years from me, so me and my younger brother was constantly with each other. And me and this
no,
nigga,
that's how me and my little
Mortal
brother are. We
Kombat
super close.
fights in the backyard.
Mhm.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. After we seen Mortal Kombat, that nigga's life
No,
was
see,
changed,
that
and
was
he had
me
no
and
one
my
to play with.
we used to do Power Rangers, but me and my brother, like, we used to just play like video games and shit, or we'd always get that nigga the controller that wasn't working.
Yeah, like,
Like 'cause we used
very.
to always meet me and
When
my
them
cousin.
niggas used to come over and play fucking Smash Brothers,
Mm.
that whole fucking room we just filled with
We used to be
boys.
playing fucking Tony Hawk.
Yeah, I remember Tony. Oh shit, the Sublime, the soundtrack on that bad boy.
That shit was raw.
Yeah,
Shit, back in the day, I knew a lot of like. That's how I got hip to like
Sublime
more,
and
like,
shit, yeah.
like rock, alternate. Oh shit,
Alt rock.
alternative
do you remember
type of music.
what is that Pokemon Stadium on 64?
Yeah, I love that.
You know that game was my favorite,
cousin
and it's
had
probably
it.
the girliest one, the one with Lickitung and the sushi line. That was
Yo,
my
oh,
shit.
Okay, hell yeah,
Hey,
doing all
really?
those mini games.
Yeah.
I forgot about
I
that.
love Pokemon.
I
never
love
had a
being
Nintendo
Lickitung.
64, so I had to go to my cousin's house to play that shit.
I love this N64.
I
love
forgot
Pokemon
about
Stadium.
that.
Yeah, the GameCube.
I did. Oh, I did have a
It's
GameCube.
so much fun time.
I guess you do always have someone to play with, but I don't know. I have friends.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
it's
I
like
had some
pretty
friends. Me and my
similar,
brother.
I guess. Maybe no.
That was my little nigga though. Like that was my little nigga. Like my older brother though. That's my nigga too though. Like, I could just call him and be like, "Let's go shoot at the
My
gun."
brother was more like, nah, you can't have friends spend the night and shit like that. Like my
Yeah.
friends could always stay the night over the weekends and shit like that. It was never like really an issue.
I just never. I didn't want my friends. Like I had a sleepover before and it was like too much, and I was like, I don't like people like young age. Like I don't. No, I don't
Yeah.
fuck with this shit. I don't like motherfuckers
I don't
in my
like-
space.
A lot of people, but I guess I've always been good about curating exactly who I want around me,
Mm-hmm.
and so
This nigga said curating.
I know.
That's a good word to use, but it's just funny because it's like you just really scanning the room like, no, yes, no,
Perfect.
no, yes, no.
pretty much like yeah,
Yes.
like I immediately
Okay.
find people that I like and that are like, and I've always kind of been like the leader of my group, so that's never really been an issue. So and then yeah. So it's like they come over on the weekends, they hang out, and then during the week I might hang out with them if I want to. If not, I don't. But yeah, no, I liked it because I could always send them home.
Just be throwing people away.
Not go away like forever, but
Go home
just
now.
you gotta go home now because like
You
making
guys
me
go
upset.
home now.
Like get out of my house. I was
This nigga
quick
saying
to
that
tell a
shit.
nigga
You
get
guys
out
go
of
home
my
now.
Out.
Get out of my
now.
house.
And
I'm smooth to tell someone get out of my house.
I was cool on all that shit. Like, I was cool.
I don't like see for me. I guess I like to control my environment as well. So if you're spending the night at my house, I know I can go to my refrigerator. I know I got the food. I know everything is under my control. I'm not trying to go to your house and spend the night.
Yo, I remember when I was younger, I went to somebody's house and like
It's not. The
it was
business.
just not. Yeah, it
It's
wasn't
not
my
home.
house.
Yeah, bro.
It was
so-
not my house. Like I
So-
was like not with the shit. Like I could have went into so much more detail,
Yo.
but and then like it was like a sleepover to her mom. Like we was laughing and shit. You know, we was having a good time, just like girls and shit. And it was fun. Like while we was all
At
together.
the same time,
And
you
her
don't know
mom
what to
kept
grab.
busting in the room like, "Shut the fuck up!
What?
I gotta go to work in the morning."
Then why
Like,
did you let us stay the
Yes,
night?
I'm talking about like, bro, it's like fucking 12 of us in here. Like,
Yo, I remember being over my cousin's house, and my mother is super like she always had like a first aid kit. Like you can find Band-Aids, Tylenol, whatever, peroxide, cotton balls, whatever. So if I have an ailment, my mother will fix it. My cousins had none of that shit. And when I had cut myself, they was like, yeah, just wrap a sock around it. Or if I had a headache, I was like, yo, y'all got any Tylenol? Yo? And I used to
You
get frequent
was not
headaches
with the
as an
shit.
8-year-old, like
Yeah.
bad migraines. I've had migraines since I remember. Like, y'all got some Tylenol? They would just look at me. I'm like, I'm having like a really bad headache. Can y'all help me? You can go lay down. Like,
You can go lay down. What?
no, this is not gonna help this type of headache. Please understand. And it was like you saying, like not being at your house is like fucking weird. Like you don't have anything that I need. Yeah.
I legit. Just say this. I remember being at that girl house, and first thing in the morning, I called my mom like, "Come get me." She was dead as fuck. She stayed around the corner too. "Come get me now." I don't want.
Don't
be here.
hesitate.
I don't want to be here.
Start the
This
car.
lady was yelling at us all fucking night.
Yes.
She really was coming in like, "Shut the fuck up!
Oh, no, that's crazy.
I gotta go to work in the morning.
See,
Y'all
nah,
loud."
I wouldn't like that. Like that's terrible. Like my friends wasn't like that, but I guess since I was the only child, I was lightweight spoiled.
Mhm.
So I had all the shit at my house. I had all the game systems.
I did have things.
But that's
like
why I
that,
didn't
but-
want to go to no one else's house.
Yeah.
So y'all should
No,
just
trash
when I
for
come to
real.
your house, y'all don't have everything I got.
See, I wouldn't go to friends, but I have cousins. Like that's how me and Tay like.
But see,
always used to
I guess I have a really
play
small
games and
family.
shit.
Like you sound like you have a pretty large family.
Mhm.
Same with you, a medium-sized family. Like
Well, my
Yeah,
brothers and
medium's
sisters are by my dad, so my household growing up was just me and my little brother.
oh, okay.
But-
Yeah, for me it's me. I had 2 cousins. One's a girl, and then there was a little boy. He's like 2 years younger than me,
Mm.
and that nigga was annoying. So
What happened to him? You keep saying it like that nigga was annoying. He had to go.
I mean, no, he's
That little boy.
he's still around,
What the
but
fuck
like
is his name?
he crazy right now. So we don't really talk to him.
Right
well,
now?
he don't talk to
Uh.
us, I should say.
Oh, okay.
Like he not speaking. You out? Okay. But yeah, so he don't really talk to us right now. So I was
My bad.
like, that's why it's like, I don't really know what's going
That
on
little
with
boy.
Yeah.
Just like-
But yeah, so it was always like, go hang out with your friends, because I ain't got nothing else that I don't want to kick it with him.
yeah.
He young and annoying. He eat whipped cream on white milk. I want to fight you. I don't like you for real. And then they lived with us for a while, and I
Uh-huh.
was used to being the only child, so I didn't like you then either. Like, why are you here?
Look at your face. It's so serious right now. Oh man,
I was so happy when they left and moved out.
you're in
Because
my
he would always
space.
want to be around me and my friends. And, like, that's the one thing I hated. Don't
Really?
tag. No, I.
Don't tag along.
See,
I
that's
never
why-
had
I
that
guess that's why I don't
situation.
understand siblings, because it's like, it's a nigga that I can't get rid of.
The fuck is this shit, mom?
Yeah, like, I'm not used to that. Like,
He was probably looking at her like,
they're not going home. When they daddy coming to get them? He not. Why? Like, no, like,
Mm,
so no, I never wanted, and so maybe that could have been like a little brother, but I
Yeah.
hated that shit.
right.
Get away from me. Leave me alone. I don't want to do anything with you. Stop
Damn.
talking to me.
I wonder if that's how my brother felt when I came along. Because, like I said, we 8 years apart, and then here I come. He probably didn't like it. My younger brothers, I was super excited.
He
like,
probably didn't. Because he probably did. You were used to having a sibling.
yeah,
He
he
probably
was not. That was
whole
8
ass
years of just
being
him
an
and my
only child, having a
mom.
great time,
Yep.
doing whatever. You know what happened when it was just him?
Hmm.
He said he wanted to do something, and you know what they did? What he wanted to do. You want to know why?
No, we
Because
can't.
ain't no other kid that you gotta consider or figure out where the babysitter going, or you complaining about you not wanting to do that because it's not gonna be fun.
Man,
So nah.
I just spent so much time isolated as a kid, well into my teens too, that they friends was my friends for real. And I had no girlfriends. Like, it was pretty tomboyish over there. I don't know how I'm here now wearing earrings and makeup. You would have never thought a success story. But it was just me and my brothers and they friends. Like, I was super isolated as a kid. No girlfriends. My brother's like, I wish you had some sisters. Like, no, it's cool. Whipping these niggas' ass in Mortal Kombat fights. We good.
Nah, I was super outgoing.
I wasn't. I was super, like,
Well,
it was bad.
like I said, I curated my friend group, so it was
Mhm.
me, Caesar, Andre Jr.
Mm.
Just the four of us. Those are the people that I fuck with. Still friends with Caesar and Andre to this day. We would just hop on our bikes, go riding around the city.
Yeah.
Like all of Sacramento, because like I grew up in California, so we go up because there'd be like random like little passageways and stuff like that, and this
Right.
little like field area that they were developing. So we ride our bikes through there. We play Yu-Gi-Oh, kick it at my house, play Armored Core, but it was always like the 3 or 4 of us. Because once Junior came, because he came a little bit later, probably when we were in like middle school,
Mm-hmm.
because he was a foster child. And so, and then it was just the 4 of us kicking it. And that was great. Like, we fought. I would be mad. Like, I remember specifically like a whole week that I wasn't fucking with none of them.
The whole 7 days.
When I'm not fucking with you, I'm liable to hit you with pegs when I was younger.
Yeah.
Like, metal pegs off my bike.
What?
I was real violent when I was younger. I was small.
Did you
All my friends were
you
bigger
just
than me.
threw them at him?
No, I put it in
You
my
grab
hand
it
and
and
punched
hit
him in
him?
the chest with it.
Jeez.
Yeah. I was smaller.
Mm-hmm.
And I was taught that you don't lose fights and there ain't no such thing as a fair fight. So,
Who the fuck taught you that? Did
my
your,
family.
your mom was like, ain't no such thing as a fair fight, boo.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, pretty much. Because that's how our family's grown up. We don't lose fights. And if you're smaller, pick up a brick. Pick up a
Okay, I
rock,
see what
smack
you're
their ass.
saying. Yeah.
You not, like...
Yeah, you're not about to just sit there and be
Even-
like, I have integrity if
Yeah.
you small. Yeah,
Yeah, even
that
that
shit
shit
ain't
up.
cool.
So
yeah.
I was smaller than both my friends at the time, which is crazy because now I'm taller than both of these niggas.
I'm recreating the story of Small Tony grabbing a peg and punching a nigga in
Like,
his
Small
heart.
Tony had a BMX bike.
Yeah,
so
you miss.
we're talking about how
Heart.
she was talking about how she was super like sheltered as a kid, and I was talking about how I was super outgoing.
Mm-hmm.
But it was only with these 3 other people,
Mhm.
Caesar, Andre, and Junior.
Uh-huh.
Like those are the only people I hung out with. Like there was other kids in the neighborhood, but I didn't like any of them for real. They all had like something about them that I didn't like.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's just funny to me.
Like I didn't like Dominique. He was annoying, and he was like, I guess the other spoiled kid on the block. But like,
There's only one spoiled kid on this block.
nah,
There
not even
could be
that.
only one.
Just like
I'm just like,
he was spoiled in a dumb way. Like he tried to lord it over you. Like he didn't want to like share. Cause like for me, I'm like, I got it, so let's use it. Let's kick it. Let's have a great time. He's like, I'm gonna go do this at my house, but y'all can't come. Nigga, don't
Oh,
nobody
no.
want to come.
yeah, I don't like people like that.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So yeah, like my nigga, nah, fuck you. I don't care what you have because I got it too. It's cool. Y'all can come to my house. And then there was like Chauncey. Chauncey was weird.
Every nigga named Chauncey don't sound like
Chauncey.
I want to know a nigga named
Chauncey.
Chauncey.
Yeah, that nigga had my nigga Andre wrapped around his finger, all because my nigga Andre had the biggest crush on that nigga's sister.
Mm.
And so Back in the day, that nigga used to have him doing crazy because his sister would be there and this nigga wanted to be around. Nigga, you acting fugazi for a bitch?
You already
Don't
knew.
even-
You already knew. Like,
And you know how I give it up. Even then, I was not with the
He
shits.
was like,
So nah, I
can't
ended
be
my
trusted.
bike one day because he was mad at my cousin, which you don't get to be mad at my cousin and fuck up my shit. So I took the pegs off my bike and punched him in the chest with both of them because you got me fucked up.
I can just see you unscrewing the peg. You know how mad you got to
See,
be.
none
to
of this
unscrew the
sounds out of
pegs?
character.
I've thrown pegs at another friend's head before.
You did what?
Threw pegs at a friend's head
This
before.
Nigga, that was your main weapon at the time, huh?
Pegs, nigga.
They were the
They
weapons that
heavy.
were on my bike all the time.
Exactly. That's why I said that was your main weapon at the
Yeah,
time.
I'm with the shit.
Nigga, you knew. Oh, these niggas fuck with me.
I'm
These
about to take
pegs
these
coming
bitches.
off, nigga.
Yeah, and I'm
These
not
motherfucking pegs is coming the fuck
Just
off.
imagine you have put that in my mind. This nigga really sitting there.
like, because you grow up in Cali, so it's either you run and you run it all the time, or you fight.
Yeah.
I'm little, but I'm about to fight for real.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm about to make this a fair fight, though. Let me get these weapons in my hand, because we can go at it for real. I'm not afraid, but I also do recognize that you're much bigger than me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, bet. You ain't bigger than this still ass peg.
Your chest.
Yeah, I'm not playing with you. I fought with all my friends. I wrapped a belt around my fist and hit one of my friends in their jaw after I popped out the bushes.
Wait.
Yeah.
After you
So-
popped out the bushes.
Yeah, so what happened was we was walking to my
What?
house from his house. And this nigga decided that it was going to be funny to, like, wrestle me. All right, we cool. We wrestling around in the street. I'm allergic to grass. Everybody knows attorney is allergic to basically nature.
Uh-huh.
That's why I don't really fuck with outside.
Uh-huh.
So this nigga gonna tackle me into the grass and just hold me down. I keep saying, let me up. I'm not playing anymore. Let me up. I'm gonna fuck you up. Let me up. They don't let me up. He punched me a couple more times. Then they run to my house to go get my mother. The only person that can keep Tony calm
Yeah, yeah.
or
yeah.
stop Tony when he's no longer calm.
Mm-hmm.
So I hid in the bushes, took my belt off, wrapped it around my fist to add a little more extra force to it because he was bigger than me. I was always ready for the shit.
They go get your mama. You getting ready. Wrapping the
Get her ass,
motherfucking belt
look.
up.
Go get her ass.
Yeah, pretty
She's
much.
not
Go
about
get
to
it.
stop this shit.
Nope. So she came out first looking for me.
I can see.
And
All I'm
then-
really seeing is
This
know how,
nigga
the-
hunched
Not
over.
even that.
I'm
I'm
looking
seeing
hunched over.
like a camera in the bushes. All I see is bushes
And eyes.
over. Like nigga looking left and
Yeah,
right.
That's how it was.
Can't wait for these motherfuckers
Yeah,
to
because I
come.
was. I just stood there patiently until my mother passed. Then Andre passed, and it was Caesar's bitch ass last because he knew what was up. So as soon as he came
You
out,
looking
I came
for your ass?
running
Where
out
that
the
nigga
bushes.
go?
Bop,
Boo.
right to the- yep. And then I squared up because I'm gonna give you the fair
Yeah,
one, but
yeah.
you gotta catch this because
Yeah.
you held me down. So now we on fair footing. Let's go. We can fight for real. I had to have a whole conversation with these other like men around. It was wild.
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah, no,
man.
Tony was super aggressive when I was younger.
No, that's funny as
I was
shit.
immediately
man.
with the shits. Like, fuck it.
That's
We can
funny as
fight
shit.
for real.
This nigga.
Yeah.
Let me get my ass in the bushes. I'm allergic to these motherfuckers
Yeah,
too.
But
You
this
got
about
me
to be
so
worth
fucking
it.
mad.
Yeah.
I'm about to hide in these
Yup,
bitches.
I'm so mad I hid in the bushes that I'm allergic to so I can come out
Fucking
and
come.
beat your ass because, fuck it. I'm angry now. Yeah, no, I was terrible as a youth.
That's funny though.
I miss California.
I want to go to California. I've never been.
You know, I'm happy I left California.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I miss California.
I do,
But,
but I was definitely headed down a gang path. Like,
Okay, I got you.
eighth,
Yeah, I'm
seventh
glad
grade
you left.
year, I met my gang member friends,
Mm-hmm.
and they embraced me wholeheartedly.
Gang member friends.
I did.
I
wasn't
signed
in
a
the
sheet
gang.
of paper.
I didn't. It was like Asian Cribs and Sureños.
Okay.
And so I was fucking with them. And then I started wearing all blue because blue was already my favorite color. So I was already fucking with it. And then
Mhm.
they was blued out. And so then I had, I don't know if y'all remember when G-Unit first came out with their shoes. I had the G-Unit shoes because they looked just like Forces.
Mhm.
But then I put these fat blue ass laces in them
Mhm.
to show the affiliation. I had like, went and got the blue belt that we would wear that you just cut as like a cloth belt and you can get it and you
Oh, I
have
know-
your
I know
initial
what
and
you're
shit
talking
like
about, I
that.
think.
So yeah, no, I was fully blued out, not letting people wear red at the house. Like I don't fuck with red.
Get him off that pouch.
But nah, ain't no couch in my house. It's a couch. All C's, cuz. What you talking about?
Oh, the other way around.
Yeah.
My bad.
But it's
Get off my
crazy
fucking couch.
because now that I look at it, I was already involved in Cali politics because my best friend Caesar, his whole family is Norteños. Norteños and Sureños don't get along at all.
Mm.
Those are two rival gangs. So it's like, but this is my nigga. I'm not turning on my nigga.
Right.
So these people is cool in the politics, but you niggas can get it for real. So like I remember like his sister getting jumped on like in the front of their house by some niggas and chicks, and me hopping up with his brother, with Caesar, going to fight too.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of y'all being Daniels, these are my people, so y'all can't just hop on them because y'all not from the same people that I'm from.
Right.
So it's like real political. But yeah, I was definitely smooth headed. Like my nigga Junior's cousin, Caesar, he was a Norteño, and he was already at the high school. We was kicking it, so it was just a. Yeah, I was smooth moving into becoming a gang member.
Mm.
Yeah, so probably better that I did leave.
I'm glad you landed here.
Yeah, no gangs, no ones that I took seriously.
I was about to say, and it's not.
Like
worth
I heard
taking
about folks, I was
seriously.
like, I'm from California where real gangs happen, and I'm not doing this here. That's what was my real philosophy. I don't know you niggas for real. I didn't grow up with y'all. Yeah, that's about it. I don't know y'all, and I didn't grow up with y'all. And then I started being a gang member. But Ash, I think it's your segment. Since we just had this random ass conversation about like life. See, this is why we need Jones to keep us on track.
Was Jones keeping us on track?
Good
No, it was normally
conversation.
me and Alicia going off track and you getting us back on track. But
Yeah.
since Jones not here, you just kind of like,
We ran with
I
it.
Yeah,
drank
you ran with us.
some Japanese beer and whatever the fuck
Japanese
you did.
beer. Yeah, whatever that concoction.
So I was like, oh, this is really nice. Hey, keep talking.
this is a pyro. Yeah, no, I think this was a good conversation. If you don't want to do the other part, we don't have to. I was just, it's up to you. I feel like we did a good episode.
No, you can save it next one. Yeah, this is a pretty good episode, but we'll save it for next time.
Yeah, this was a nice
Oh, it was a nice
conversation.
cool, chill episode.
Yeah, we talked about some negative shit and then got the fuck off of that. Because no one
Right.
has time for that. So, yeah, this has been Controversial Construction without Marcus. So, ain't no science. You didn't learn shit today.
Not a little bit.
Ha.
Ha.
And you ain't getting no relationship advice. But you can
Nope.
always hit Ash up and get some relationship tips every
Yes.
Wednesday.
Or if you,
She's
even if you have
holding
questions.
a relationship hour.
Nice. Okay.
Yep. And this has been Controversial Construction. Always, you can find us on all social media. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Conscious
Apple.
Recon. We're on iTunes.
Yes.
Podbean, all of that.